5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Like maybe this point of view is get behind batting, but now we'll have to work the field play. Tank money. Going in it. Yankees putting on this fist. Deep right. He joins the 3,000 hit club with a home run. He has done it. 62. Aaron Judge.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Jet Stream, Game 3 between the Yankees and Orioles. The teams have split the first two. Actually, it's probably What's Up, Miguel? I think Miguel. I made a mistake. I set the stream timer for 11:35 p.m. instead of a.m. Pop the link in the chat. All right, so Jackson Holloway leads off the game with a single, and then Ramon Urias gets hit by a pitch. Oh, Jackson Holloway might have gotten picked off second base. He got back in time, but I think his body might have gotten off the bag. So the Yankees replay this. They might get the out at second base, which would be huge. Let's effing go. Miggy, hop in. Sunday morning baseball, hell yeah. I'm skipping going to breakfast with the family for this. Yeah, he came off the bag by this much. And there it is. They overturned the call, and he's out at second base. Good job. That sucks for Holiday, but it's good for the Yankees. So, all right. It's good news. Gunnar Henderson up, hitting 282. Number 3 batter for the Orioles. Will Warren's on the mound. Comes in with a 4.80 ERA. He's had his moments up and down. Sometimes he's looked terrible, like a minor league pitcher. And other moments he's looked like he's got Cy Young stuff with tons of movement. So I believe his strikeouts per 10 innings is up there and tops in the league. Kid's got electric stuff, man. So it's not bad to have a young prospect like this in the 5th spot of the rotation. Hoping that we can build on him for the future.
Well, it's yet to be determined, but we talked about the game folks that did play mid-90 put in. So we all know a home run 360 feet. We got his back pitch, which I think is an error. That's from the center. That's an error. And you got positive in the pickoff play, so it's 2-1. Basically, the Orioles have made 2 90-foot increments to start. Now you got to take advantage of that, not off the next center, right? But if you look at all the boards of the game, only tally the 90-foot increments that are earned or walks is like an error. A hit by pitch is like an error. A double play that's not turned. You really see where your team stands at the end of the game.
And there's all 4 again. All 4. So no bueno.
Keys to the game this afternoon, folks. Well, I think the
first 3 guys have gotten on. Jesus, what is going on with this?
Being ready to play. The energy you have to bring here to this game today, and it's part of being a professional. Not every game starts when you want it to. You don't always play with great rest.
You said you would manage difference in all type of games.
Yeah, I think you look for players. Your extra players are a little different.
Ryan O'Hearn plays the right side after right field.
Ryan O'Hearn's going to line drive base, hit the right field. Run's going to score.
There's more than one out on the board. Baltimore. I got a breaking ball, just a hang up. A little cement fixer out over the middle of the plate. You see, they were being very aggressive with pitches in the middle of the plate, especially early. That's like furious. Running with one away runners in the corners now for the DH this afternoon for Baltimore, Ramon Laureano.
Hop on here on the third inning. Okay, let me pencil you in. Okay, so there's a fly out. They don't test Judge's arm, which is a smart move.
I was just kind of curious that you're not going to play it halfway, right? They should take a chance at the end of the position to go to second on the high throw.
Come on, y'all. Make sure to drop a like from our dog. Hell yeah. All right, that's going to I can't even lower this. Damn it. Miguel, can you hear the game in the background? Forgot to grab the remote with me. I mean, if you didn't, that's fine. I have to find the remote in Motors.
He's beat with a secondary pitch. He doesn't throw a lot of it. But the one thing he threw that first pitch just all over.
Another base hit. It's going to be runners at second and third. 2 down. It's a 2-0 Baltimore Oriole lead. Okay. In between innings, I'll get up and change. I'll grab them all.
Stopped on his own.
Well, you can't come around too far there because the ball right there in front of the third base is putting pressure on it. So you got to make that call early. You can't let it come around back and then stop it.
Now, why wasn't the third base coach down the line a little bit?
To come to that. Because if you get too far down the line, you let it come around the back before you stop it. There's a short throw from the shortstop to the third baseman. So there's the third base coach. You got to stop him early. Make your decision all around.
The pitcher coach Matt Blake got for an early visit, and it's clear why. 2 runs on 3 hits, a walk, and a hit batsman in 2 outs to start the ball game. And now it's Cedric Mullins, the former switch hitter.
Right here's Cedric Mullins hitting 222. Runners on second and third, 2 down, 1-0 count. Center fielder, former All-Star.
And he's a guy that'll really work a deeper count.
Just say club set.
Club set. Come on, club set. It's a party.
I like that. I remember the first time I saw him, we were looking for some guys in the minor leagues to come over and play in the last 3 innings of the game. I said, do anybody have some energy that's athletic and really wants to get after it? They brought Cedric over and said, holy cow, who's this kid? He always played a little bit.
There's a strike. Count goes to 1-2. So what's going on with everybody in chat? How's everybody doing? How's your Sunday morning? It's giving up 2 runs, and this is only his 16th pitch. Popped up out of play. Should say fouled back. Still trying to wake up. Dude, I crashed yesterday. My body had to catch up. I slept like from midday throughout the night. Fouled away again. Count remains 1 and 2.
Sleep habits and their rest habits, but I think everybody should be pretty well rested if you have discipline after playing a day yesterday. If you have discipline, Matt.
These guys don't go out anymore. It's all about cherry tart, beet juice, and all that other stuff. Getting that rest, nutrition. Come on, video games in the hotel room.
Well, there's no secrets anymore. If you're out there, somebody's going to take a picture, right?
Exactly. Breaking ball misses, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Mullins in the midst of another one of his patented deep at bats. He averaged over 4.3 pitches per plate appearance, which might not sound like a lot, but that's the second highest rate among all qualified American League hitters.
All right, here's the 2-2 pitch.
And the 7th pitch of the plate appearance to Mullins is a tapper out to the.
And he grounds out the end of the inning. All right, so that'll do it for the first. Leading off for the Yankees is going to be Trent Grisham, followed by Judge and Ben Rice. In the 4th spot is Cody Bellinger, followed by Stanton, Chisholm, LeMahieu, Wells, and Peraza in the 9 hole. They're going to be facing Kramer. Comes in with an identical ERA to Will Warren. They both had a 4.80 ERA, and that's what Will and Warren had, and that's what Kramer has, 4.80.
$25 off your first 2 orders with your digital coupon and other refrigerated truck companies. Guaranteed fresh groceries to your door. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
I will be back in a moment. Be right back.
Laura, let's check out the call center agents doing their best work with Zoom CX. Zoom CX transformed the customer.
Let's see if I can play something for you.
With AI-first CX capabilities that empower agents to deliver better customer experiences.
Here's to our MLB team behind the scenes and Zoom CX's AI-first solution.
You know what? I don't even want to do that.
Hey, look at that. They got one of DirecTV's new genre pack. I think you mean genre packs. Yeah, that's what I said. Now they can pay less and pack just the TV they want. Pick the TV they want. Yeah, you're getting a pack.
A couple of first inning runs by the Orioles and the Yankees trying to play catch up early on.
Maybe just everyone just check out the Jets' upcoming schedule. I'll be right back. Give me a second.
Series. Boston Wells and Oswald Peraza wrap things out. The Yankees would have homered 13 times in their last 4 games. Might be one of those days this afternoon as Trent Grisham takes strike 1. Grisham has already out-homered his entire 2024 season.
That was a big surprise to me last year when he came over. I thought he might have been the best center fielder in the National League. I came over. I was really pumped about the down year he had offensively. But I think his play time has become a lot more consistent. I think the defensive outfield, maybe in the big leagues, these 3 they have out there as a group today.
So a lot for Dean Kramer to try to handle, as you saw, making his 15th starting appearance here this afternoon. And he misses upstairs to Grisham.
They basically have 3 center fielders in the outfield with Judge, Bellinger, and of course Grisham. And you need it in this ballpark.
Ball and 2 strikes from Kramer, who last appeared on Tuesday in Tampa, earned a win in the probably only game in the series that resembled a well. Kramer. Kramer fastball 93 to 95 has a cutter, split, and also a curveball. Now you mentioned the numbers here at Yankee Stadium. 4 strikes, 2 sevens. Pitches.
We can get this mouse to work. So the one down here. Trent Grisham struck out swinging.
Not just this year, but over the past number of seasons. And so with 1 from Kramer.
Got the remote. That should be good. Okie dokie. Ooh, Judge right on top of one, fouls it off though. Judge's last 12 games against Baltimore, he's hitting .514 with 9 home runs and 17 RBIs. Wow. He's hitting a home run almost every game. That's a lot of. That's probably a couple of games that had double 2 home runs in the game. He's got 48 home runs career against the Orioles. That's like 5th all time for the Yankees. All time. Okay, I don't need that. There you go. Ground ball to third baseman. Easy throw. 2 down. Aaron Judge is such a good hitter that when he like makes an out, you're just like, oh, I was waiting for his at bat this whole time. All right, here's Ben Rice in 232, but 13 home runs and 28 RBIs in 65 games this year. I'm loving that this kid's getting a chance to play every day. I mean, he could potentially have 30-plus homer power here in Yankee Stadium. And he doesn't necessarily hit cheap home runs, you know, the classic Yankee Stadium home run. But he's basically a pretty much of a pull hitter. But Dean Kramer gets through it on 10 pitches. Like, what do you to say? That's not Yankee baseball. Nobody taking pitches. Oh, so at the end of 1, Baltimore 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and Yankees 0s across the board. So today's game is on Roku television. I mean, I get it on MLB.TV. So, but I wonder how many people aren't getting it today. That's crazy. Ace in the house. Yeah, what's good, bro? Popping in to show some support. Hit that like. Hell yeah, brother. Thank you, sir. Always appreciate it. Ace is doing a Yankee play-by-play over at the Ace Avenue channel. Mickey says, what's up, Ace? Oh, yeah, Yankee family. Oops, time to review. Okay. see. Let me pop Ace's link again. Actually, let me get it in there again. Anybody chilling in the chat? If you don't mind, open up another browser, go pop into Ace's stream right now, and drop a like for the brother, as I already did. Give the homie a thumbs up. Top of the second. Dylan Carlson leading off hitting 250 with 4 dingers. See if Will Warren can get back into his, better mode. I still don't like that he's wasting pitches. Well, I should retract that. He's not wasting the pitches. I think he doesn't have his A stuff today. That's probably more accurate. Carlson rips one to Judge, right field, for the first out. So it's going to bring up Handy or Hanley. Never heard of this guy as a catcher, backup catcher, hitting 0.075 in 15 games. Called up from AAA. Maverick Hanley is his name. Called up from AAA on Saturday. So he was up, then they sent him back down. So in 15 games, he's probably got 1 hit. Crazy. I bet you he's a defensive catcher. I never heard of this Hanley guy. Strike 3. Got him looking on the 1-2 pitch. That's a guy you got to get. A guy hitting .075. He's not even hitting 100. You got to get that guy. But he got him. That's going to bring up Jackson Holiday back to the top of the order. Led the game off with a single. Weak ground ball, shortstop. Peraza fires the first in time. Gets the out. So, Orioles go down in order. Jackson Holiday and his luscious blonde locks are going to have to take a seat. No Diddy, by the way. I just thought it'd be funny to say. So, if you guys have it, if you guys are wondering what that link is, that's that link is to Ace's stream right now. So like I said, if you guys haven't already, open up a separate browser, click the link, give the homie a thumbs up, and then you can still have this stream on another browser. That's usually what I do. Then I pop in there and chat in the chat here and there. Who's up for the Yankees? Bellinger, Stanton, and Chisholm. You know, looking at the Yankees lineup, like the top five is not all that bad. I mean, it's not elite, but Grisham, Judge, Rice, Bellinger, and Stanton, they can do damage. I'm not a fan of Jazz Chisholm whatsoever, either in the field or at the plate. I'm not that big of a fan of Austin Wells behind the plate, offensively or defensively either. I'm glad Peraza is getting a chance to play, but it doesn't look like he's got it. Terrible defensively. I mean, he can make a great play, but he's just not that good. Getting extended playing time this year. And this is for anybody that wants to pop in. Cody Bellinger, fly ball, center field, just before the warning track, makes the catch, one down. So one pitch, one out. The Yankees aren't working any counts. It's going to bring up Giancarlo Stanton, who's been hitting the ball hard ever since he got back from the IL. Takes the ball outside. Count goes to 1-1. There's a strike. 1-2. There's the little brother. What's up, Mets?
A little more content today.
Why is that? Because the Mets did good yesterday?
Crushed Philadelphia 11-4.
Told you, man. It's just, you know.
7 solo shots.
They hit 3 in a row, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what the Yankees, they do that a lot. They've done it multiple times this year. But it's good. That's why I try to tell you, relax. I mean, your team's going to lose a bunch of games over the course of the season. It's okay. You got a long season. You got a really good team. You got a good roster. Relax.
If there's any complaint with the pitch count, it's that they give too much leniency in the split seconds in between when the clock hits 0 to the pitcher.
I mean, I wouldn't be such a strict person with that if I was the umpire. I mean, if the guy's right about to throw, you know what I mean? I'm going to let him get the pitch off. If he's like a full second or two behind, then maybe I'll be like, all right. Chisholm rips one to right field. It's going to one-hop the wall. He's going to dig for 2 and get there starting at first.
I'm actually a play behind. I just saw Giancarlo struck out.
Okay.
Then again, I'm watching this on Roku, and it's always like 2 or 3 pitches behind, which is the one thing I hate about this.
Well, Jazz thought that was gone off the bat, and it one-hopped the wall.
Can't blame him. The way that the angle trajectory just showed that it was going to hit off the wall anyway.
He thought he was going to get a Yankee Stadium wall scraper.
I know I'm not going to be calling any games next weekend anyway, but since I'm heading for Pigeon Forge this coming weekend, would I be in line to get Philly and Atlanta or Chicago against Houston for the Fox game based on regional coverage?
Philly, Atlanta.
Okay.
I would say so.
I'm guessing
I mean,
if I was like more towards the Arkansas state line, it would be Houston, Chicago.
no, you're pretty close to Atlanta. Atlanta's closer to you than all the other states, right?
Georgia, yeah, I guess. But I was just saying, if I was going out town to somewhere like closer towards the Arkansas border, it would be Houston versus Chicago, right?
You mean like on your phone or tablet?
On a television set.
Oh, yeah. If the IP address was in Arkansas, then yeah. DJ LeMahieu gets a base hit. Jazz Chisholm is going to try to score, collides with the pitcher the catcher who ran up the line to get the throw. Catcher's glove gets knocked out of his hand. Ball goes flying. Jazz is going to score. Catcher looks shaken up.
Should that be catcher's interference?
He ran up the line. The catcher was a good 10 feet up. And he flipped him. The guy's glove and catcher's helmet flew off of him.
That should be concussion protocol. I mean, that should put the Orioles catcher in concussion protocol for something like that.
We'll see. The Yankees do get on the board.
Other than try to leap out of the way only to crash into him. Right?
Hold on.
Oh! Of course, there really isn't much to do because you have the catcher basically blocking both the inside and outside part of the base path. And if Jazz steps out of there, he's out by default. Right?
What's that? Say that again?
If Jazz were to step out of the base path of the baseline, he'd be out by default, wouldn't he?
Well, Jazz wasn't out of the base path. He just jumped. He jumped in the air at him.
No, I meant if he tried to, he'd be out by default.
If he ran out of the base path?
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Hold on.
So RBI single and advance on a throwing error. I mean, on a fielding error, right? And unfortunately, I don't think Baltimore has any more catchers they could use. Use it to take Hadley out of the game. Rutschman's on the list. You know what I mean?
Well, no, I think they just Rutschman.
He's coming out.
Yeah.
So now, if you're Baltimore, who do you put in as a catcher?
Gary Sanchez.
Granted, Gary's not as scary as an Oriole than he was as a Yankee. Remember every time Gary hit a home run, or was it Glaber hitting a home run, and it would just piss Gary Thorne off when he was the Orioles play-by-play guy?
Say it again?
Remember when Gary Thorne was the Orioles play-by-play guy, and every time it was either Gary Sanchez or Glaber Torres would hit a home run, and he just gets so annoyed by it?
Yeah. Mickey says, hey, Mets, good win yesterday for both New York teams. Gary broke up the no-hitter yesterday. Gary had the only hit for the Orioles. The Yankees only gave up one hit. Bad positioning by the catcher. He should have been in fair territory. He went up the line to get the ball.
And then And then in one case, after a home run, Paul O'Neill came into the Orioles broadcasting booth and started harassing Gary.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
I like Gary Thorne, though.
Oh, Paul went in there to heckle him. And here comes Scary Gary. Though he's not as scary as he used to be.
John Carlos Stanton's laughing that the guy got flipped over. That's 80s baseball, man. 70s, 80s, running into the catcher. Love it. But he didn't like run into him. The catcher ran up the line. It wasn't like intentional. Nonetheless, DJ LeMahieu comes up big with a 2-out single, goes to second on the chaos at the plate, and the Yankees get a run back. So that's good either way. All right, so Austin Wells is going to be at the plate hitting 219 like a bum. He's got 11 home runs, fourth amongst catchers in the major leagues, but I don't care. I don't care that he's got a good amount of RBIs and a good amount of home runs for a catcher. I don't care. I don't like that he strikes out, hits in the double plays, and pops up in big spots too much. Strikes out way too much.
First pitch to Wells. Upstairs 1-0.
Matt, you're going to have to chill on the play-by-play because you're 3 pitches behind.
I know this. That's a problem
It's a one,
I want. This.
I know. It's a 1-1 count. You're talking about old news right now. They're about to throw the third pitch. Swing and a miss. Count goes to 1-2. So you see how far behind you are. And I'm probably behind too. Not for nothing. I'm probably
but you're not
20,
behind
30
as me.
Right. I'm probably 30 seconds behind what's actually happening live. You're probably a minute behind what's happening live.
Again, blame Roku for how slow they are.
I'm not blaming anybody. I'm not blaming nobody. It's just what it is. It's, I told you this guy. Oh, God, I can't stand him. Him and his stupid 70s porn stash.
You know how much of a pain in the ass
chaos at the plate, man.
You know how much
What's
of a
that?
pain. You know how much of a pain in the ass it was for me to call my last Roku game, which was the Mets and the Cubs on Mother's Day.
Yeah.
That issue.
Maybe stay away from the Roku games. Addy in the house. What's up, brother? What up, Matt Dog and Mers 2128? He got us mixed up and intertwined. It's West Coast Avenger shit. I can't. Wait, I thought Rick Kent said I had to do it with the right hand, which I can't do. I can't, so I'll do it with the left. I can't even do it with the left. Hold on. Is that it? I'm trying, Addy. I'm trying. I don't know. I can't. I ain't got the flexible fingers. It's okay.
And in about 40 minutes.
So Wells down on strikes.
One of the
Yankees. What?
In about 40 minutes, we will see one of the greatest cartoon duels to the death when Wile E. Coyote battles Tom Cat.
Okie dokie. Addison says that's the Florida version. Oh, well. I've only been here for 4 years, Addy. I'm not a Florida guy. I'm a Queens guy. Just habitating down here for good reason. I'm definitely not a Florida guy. I'm in like a little bubble. I know things near around me in the immediate vicinity. But when I travel, it's really just like Orlando, Tampa area.
I cannot believe that Mountain Dew's put out a new flavor.
It's nice though. Nice weather. A lot of nice places though. Gotta say that.
Want to know what the new flavor is?
For what?
Mountain Dew.
Sure.
It's a Walmart exclusive, but dragon fruit.
Okay. You gonna do a video on it?
I have to go to a Walmart to buy it.
All right. So Urias hits one back to the pitcher. He knocks it down, and he couldn't find the ball. And he's spinning around looking for the ball, and it was at his foot the whole time. But he picks it up and throws him out for the first out.
That was stupid. Then again,
he got him in time, but it was funny to watch him look around like an idiot. Going to bring up Gunnar Henderson hitting 282 with eight bombs. Nowhere near the MVP caliber performance he had last year, but still playing decent. 282. I'll take that any day of the week for sure. Here's the 2-0 pitch upstairs and away. Count goes to 3-0.
They bumped it up to a 5-day convention now? That's a bit stretching it.
What you talking?
Small wrestling convention in the Charlotte University area at the end of July.
Oh.
But that basically happens around SummerSlam weekend, called The Gathering.
Mets, I was joking around with my brother before the stream started, who was visiting for the week. I finally figured out which wrestler I am. Who do you think I am?
Macho?
No.
Hulkster?
Who?
Hulkster?
No. I think swings, misses, and throws the bat into the stands.
Wow, the bat went further than the ball.
And a guy catches the bat. And Gunnar Henderson's had to go back and get it. Man, I'd love to catch a bat like that.
You were saying
he launched that bat.
You were saying?
Wow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Over the fifth row, over the Yankees dugout. Wow. He threw it over the fifth row. And it's 2 down, and O'Hearn gets a base hit on the shifted infield. Well, I'll wait till when more people get in here because I want to hear everyone's thing. But I'm just putting it out there for you to get a head start.
Wow, the bat went further than the ball.
Well, he struck out.
No, it's a joke. Remember Happy Gilmore, the guy always tackled Happy, calling him a jackass, and the first swing of the charity.
Yeah. That guy just passed away too recently.
Anyway, the club goes.
The jackass guy. Jackass. That guy passed away.
Really?
Yeah, like a couple months ago.
The club goes flying, and he goes, "Wow, the club went further than the ball."
I wonder if he's in the new Happy Gilmore movie before he passed.
Nah, they said they're having Eminem play his son.
The jackass guy?
Mm-hmm. He's just as much of a jerk as his father.
That guy was great.
Who played him? I was just saying, this wrestling convention, and it's usually held at a Hilton Hotel on the university area. So yeah, not a lot of space to move around, but it's compensated with the venue, but it's compensated by you're next to a lot of restaurants in the area.
When you go to conventions, do you wear like a luchador mask?
Not really. Not for wrestling conventions. I just go as myself.
Would you wear a singlet?
No, I don't have one.
If you had one, would you wear one?
No. Anyway, here's the lineup for this year's Gathering convention. Hacksaw, Raven, Manny Fernandez, Medusa, Indy Hartwell, Rockin' Robin, Ernest Miller, Hollywood, the Fabulous Ones, Sam Houston, Mr. Hughes, Johnny Rods, Jules Strongbow, Glacier, Jerry Stubbs, Brutus Beefcake, Demolition, Nikita Koloff, The Rock and Roll Express, Lars Anderson, Ronnie Garvin, Barry Windham, J.J. Dillon, Baby Doll, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard, Magnum TA, The One Man Gang, Tatsumi Fujinami, The Great Sasuke, John Layfield, and The Great Muda.
There's like nobody on there I'd care to see. You're just seeing your face. Are you interested in seeing any of those people?
I've actually met a handful of them.
Yeah, I mean, none of them moved the needle for me. So I don't think I liked any one of them during their careers. So Yankees get the strikeout out of the inning. We're going to head to the bottom of the third.
Sacrifice to meet Keiji Muto, a.k.a. the Great Muda.
Oh, I mean, he had a great career, but I got to be honest, I never seen most of his career. You know, him wrestling overseas. Like, you watch a lot of indie stuff. I didn't.
And recently I've watched a lot of overseas stuff.
Yeah. I really didn't start watching anything Japanese.
Oh, I forgot about the Brooklyn Brawler. He's showing up.
Maybe he'll get a win. I think I started watching New Japan like 3 years ago. That's when like Ricochet was still there, or however long ago Ricochet was there, having those matches against Ospreay.
That was like 10 years ago.
Well, whatever it was. Oh, maybe they were just showing old stuff. I don't know.
That was older.
Or maybe I saw the matches like on YouTube or something.
Granted, most of the stuff that gets out and gets on the internet these days that's from Japanese wrestling, it's mostly older All Japan or Noah content.
Yeah, I guess they were showing older content because I was looking at like Bullet Club and stuff, you know, seeing what that was about. I was watching Jay White, seeing what he had. Kenny Omega was over there. What you know what I wanted to see that I had no idea that he was there ever? And I don't know when. Brock Lesnar was the champion there.
That would have been like mid-2000s.
Yeah, like wasn't he was WWE by that point?
No,
when did he do this?
This would have been like 05, 06 or so. After he got out of his contract following WrestleMania 20.
Yeah, but he left to go to try to be a football player when he left.
So he went overseas and went back to wrestling in 2005.
Okay, so he didn't after the football, he went to Japan before coming back to WWE.
Right.
So I was trying to think of the timeline. I was like, when the hell did this guy go to Japan? Now it makes sense.
Trust me, it was not a pleasant back then was not a pleasant time for New Japan. They were struggling, dealing with financial losses, Inoki's inability to get out of his own way with trying to make New Japan more of a mixed martial arts company by bringing MMA fighters. There's among the most famous, depending on perspective, the Gracie family, Sakuraba, Bob Sapp.
Bob Sapp, one of the biggest guys ever, and he couldn't fight for shit. Grisham leads off to third. Lost one. Oh, no, he's not leading off. Peraza lined out to lead off. Weak fly ball to center field from Grisham. Quote, 2 down. It's going to bring up Aaron Judge. It feels like a good time for a Judge homer. What do you think? Tie this game up?
Yeah. I mean, New Japan didn't really start taking off until the turn of the decade when Tanahashi became the true blue top dog in the 2010s. And that includes the set of shows in the greater Philly area between the New Jersey and Pennsylvania state lines in 2011.
Mitch, do you feel like if somebody brings a title to a wrestling event, they should have to defend it?
Yes.
Me
At
too.
least within a certain time frame.
No, I mean, if you go to a wrestling event and you bring a title, I think you should have to defend it.
One of the dumbest thing I'll
I would love to
see.
challenge a fan if they brought a title. I would love to challenge a fan for it.
I think the only way you get away with that is if they were crazy enough to win this one specific title from a Japanese promotion called DDT Pro, and that belt is something I call the ultimate poison chalice, the Iron Man Heavy Metalweight Championship. Think the 24/7 championship on steroids, and it doesn't care about race, gender, species, or ability to be animated to even be held by something or someone.
Okay.
I wish I was making that up, but I'm not. Again, how are you going to get a DDT wrestler this far to the East Coast outside of WrestleMania weekend?
Judge gets a base hit. I'm trying to think. This weird pitch. Like, I think pitch tailing on the inner part of the plate, and he kind of has a weird swing. But he'll take the hit as they shifted him up the middle, the second baseman, so he'll get a 2-out single.
Just send you a link to one of the platforms I use for Japanese wrestling in the private chat.
Okay. I don't really care for the Japanese wrestling though. Not a fan of it. Not, for a bunch of reasons. I think it's corny. I just don't find it entertaining. Oh wow! Check swing by Ben Rice makes contact with the ball, and it goes to the third baseman who can't get it in time. No throw. Rice gets an infield single on a check swing. I'll take it. It's going to bring up Cody Bellinger. Imagine he goes yard here, hits a 3-run homer.
Yeah, I could see it, but I highly doubt it. But then again, I'm still over a minute behind because how slow Roku is.
That's where'd you go?
I'll be right back. I'm just going to make myself a little lunch.
Oh, okay. I'll put you back on when you're back. Oh, that's weird. Hold on. Let me tell you again. Wow, full screen is crazy. It's like looking at myself in the mirror. Jeez. Not good. That's better. Like a close-up of myself. No, thanks. No, thank you. Oh, Bellinger. Oh, my God. That was so outside. What are you swinging at? So, a weird rally killed. Jeez. Lando, what's up, Mike? How you doing? How's the health going, man? I haven't heard from you in a little bit. What's up, Dog and Mets? I'm headed to a graduation party. Nice. Just wanted to do a drive-by posting. Cool. Who's graduating? Okay, so we're heading to the top of the fourth. Kowser is going to lead off for the Orioles, followed by Mullins and Carlson. Gary Sanchez in the hole. Lando. Well, it's the fourth inning, so Miggy, you're late, by the way. Said you're calling in the third, right? Orioles 2 runs on 4 hits, 1 error. Yankees 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Pitch low and away. Oh, I'm sorry, low and in for ball 1. There's a ground ball by Kowser to the second baseman. LeMahieu makes the throw to first, 1 down. Mullins, fly ball down the line, left field. Cody Bellinger can't get it. Come on, Cody. How do you not get to that ball? I don't understand, man. I mean, as an outfielder, these guys not getting to balls like that, no did he? But that is crazy. That never happened to me. A ball in play that I couldn't get to. It's like they're not sliding, diving. I hope that doesn't bite us in the tush. Bounce in the dirt. Ball. It's going to be 1-2 count to Mullins. Ground ball, another ground ball to DJ. Scoops it up. Easy toss to first. 2 down. So it looks like Will Warren's settling in a little bit better here in the fourth. On Carlson. I wonder if this is the Carlson that was with the Cardinals. Dunker right between Judge and Grisham. Grisham didn't lay out for it. Another base hit. I was a madman in the outfield. Like, I went after everything. And I even, like, if it was even, like, maybe I'm not going to get to it, I was on the ground sliding for it and then at least trying to knock it down and trap it. But I gave it a shot. Gary Sanchez down on strikes. That'll do it to end the fourth. So Orioles strand the runner. Adley Rushman's out through the All-Star break. That's going to hurt the Orioles. Bottom of the fourth coming up. Yankees are going to have Giancarlo Stanton followed by Chisholm and LeMahieu. Still down 1 run. Ooh, foul ball. Giancarlo Stanton does alive on a 1-2 pitch. Landon, what's up, Landon? I'm here. What the F? What do you mean? Just woke up. Oh, you didn't know that there was a game today? Yeah. This early. I mean, yeah. Started at 11:30, 11:35. Giancarlo takes a ball, top of the strike zone, strike 3. Just as 1-for-1 on the day with a double. Almost killed the catcher in his last after his last at bat. T's and P's to the catcher Hanley. Might be in concussion protocol. We don't know. They said 10:30 p.m. One thing, so I wasn't expecting it. Who got us the one? Who got us the one? The point. I mean, the run. DJ LeMahieu drove in Jazz Chisholm for a single, and Chisholm almost killed the catcher. They ran into each other. Okay, so why are we losing? Well, because Baltimore has 2 runs. That's why. It's a little bit of a rough first inning for Will Warren, but he's settled in decently since. We're not even halfway through the game yet, almost there, so it's okay. We'll be all right. We really need the top 5 guys in the lineup to do stuff because, well, they're all unreliable except for Judge. Paul inside, count goes to 2-2. See, there's one out. I hope Jazz isn't just trying to like poke one over the right field fence every time he's up here. Need him to get on base. He's got this looping swing to pull everything. Oh. He says, Miguel said Lando earlier, so that's why I said in here, what the F. No, we have a guy, Michael Lando. So Lando popped in to say hello, so Miggy was saying hi to him. You hadn't typed yet, so nobody knew if you were here or not. Chisholm grounds out to first baseman and flips to the pitcher, 2 down. It's going to bring up DJ LeMahieu. Kramer's only at 51 pitches here with 2 outs in the 4th. That's absurd that the Yankees are working counts. I mean, Dean Kramer is not that good of a pitcher. Like, at all. DJ LeMahieu, 3-2 pitch, just on the outside corner. They call him strike 3. Questionable.
Tell me about it. Before you ask what's on this dog, it's just basically mashed avocado and Neapolitan tomato sauce. just when you think the Yankees are getting back on track. I mean, they have won 2 of their last 3 coming in, but Kramer's making them look like they're like he usually does when he plays them. They're you know what.
Aaron Judge owns him. I don't know. I mean, this Yankee lineup, man, they got guys trying to hit home runs every at bat. They strike out too much. We definitely. I don't care even if we get even if the record we're still in first place. We're not good enough to win in October. Huh?
Not good enough to hold the line.
Well, they might hold the line because the division is weak, but I don't see them winning in October with this current cast of characters.
That's true.
So, I mean, that's really what it's about for us.
Do you think?
I wonder why we played so early. Travel day.
You think letting Soto go is what killing you?
Well, they didn't let him go. He wanted to be a Met. So it's not like they offered him a very comparable deal. Very comparable deal. Addie says KD traded to the Rockets. Yeah, I heard for like 5 second-round picks. That's crazy. If that's true, 5 second-round picks, that is crazy.
In fairness, how much KD has fallen off the cliff.
Jalen Green to the Suns from the Rockets. Oh wow,
not the worst deal for Kevin Durant to go back to the Rockets for a handful of second-round picks.
Second-round picks? I would have given him 5 second-round picks. We don't have first-round picks. Might as well,
I meant from the Rockets' viewpoint, not from ours as Knicks fans.
Nate in the house. What's up, Nate? Murdoch admitting Soto wanted to be a Met. No, it is what it is. It's true. A lot of people coming here lately, Nate, saying that Soto, it's because of his mother. I mean, I think Soto wanted to be a Yankee, but I think he also wanted to be a Met. And for whatever reason, he wanted to be a Met, so be it.
Started his career as a Nat, then he became a Friar, and then a Yankee, now as a Met.
I just don't. You can't convince me that a grown-ass man made a huge decision like that because of their mother. I can't see that being the case. I just can't.
The Rockets also gave up the number 10 pick, plus Jalen Green and 5 second-round picks to get KD from the Suns. Nothing insane.
Resume the Soto talk for Nate. It was probably almost there. What do you mean, like finishing? Is that what you mean? Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks. Okay, Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, number 10 overall on Thursday in 5 seconds. 5 seconds don't really matter.
Actually, the draft starts Wednesday, not Thursday.
Is it Wednesday? I don't even know.
Wednesday night.
I don't think the Knicks have a pick until like.
That's on.
No, I don't think the Knicks have a first round pick until like 2040. So
2031. That's the last I checked.
I was just being facetious. Is it really 2031?
They gave up 6 first round picks in the trades for Bridges and Cat. 5 of them to Bridges. For Bridges.
Yeah. Dylan Brooks, Jalen Green, number 10. Wow. Steven Adams and KD reunited, and it feels so good.
Shoot the Rockets. We bite the Rockets in the ass.
And the 10th pick. Wow.
That's
a lot. What is he, 37 years old?
Yes. I mean, I get it. You got the number 2 seed, and yet you were humiliatingly outed in round 1 by Golden State. I get that. Right?
Sorry, say that again?
I mean, I get it. You were the number 2 seed, and you got ousted in round 1 by the Warriors. I get you want an experienced hand to help you out, but this is the smell of a get-rich-quick scheme that's not going to pan out.
Well, I mean, I don't know, like Eamon Thompson, he's young. I think they just want to compete now. Who else do they got on that team?
Well, they had Jalen Green. They shipped him out to Phoenix.
Yeah. I know. I mean, remaining. I mean, who's remaining?
Fred VanVleet.
Who?
Fred VanVleet.
Oh, Van Vliet. That's right. Gunnar Henderson walks. Will Warren at 66 pitches through 5. That's actually not through 5. He's 1 out away from getting through the 5th inning. But after that 20 pitch first inning or 19 pitch, he's in a decent spot to go 7 innings. But I can't believe the low pitch count for the Orioles. Like they are not working the count at all. And Sengun, I just started playing. I thought it was Sengun. Sengun, is that how they pronounce his name? Or Sengun? I don't know. I just thought I was playing NBA 2K25, and I just played the Rockets too. Alperen Sengun, yeah, but they were pronouncing his name weird. Okay, so they have Amen Thompson, Sengun, Steven Adams, and now Katie. Sengun? Okay. Thanks for phonetically spelling it out.
I really don't have I don't really have a good feeling about this if you're a fan of the Rockets.
Senguns. That's what you guys do when Caputo hops in. Ground ball. Peraza cuts off LeMahieu. How did Peraza's playing shortstop today? So the ground ball to DJ LeMahieu. Peraza was running across the field, took it right in front of DJ, and made the play. Why would you do that? If I was DJ, I'd probably smack the shit out of him. Like, what are you doing? He's ready to field the ball, and the guy comes running across him.
There was the whole deal in my game call last night where the Trump announcement about the nailing the nuclear sites of Iran announcement hit.
In the middle of your stream?
Yeah, it happened during my stream. Why is it for one reason or another during a Met and Phillies game in Philadelphia, the presidents have to make an announcement of some kind?
Because Trump's a Yankee fan.
No, the joke is, you remember 2011, May 2nd, that Met Philly game that went to extra innings, and then Obama made the announcement that the SEALs stormed Pakistan, caught and murdered bin Laden.
I remember the press conference. I didn't realize it was during a Mets Phillies game. So.
It was.
Okay.
And then you hear, if you're watching the Met versus Phillies broadcast that night on ESPN, you hear crowds starting to break out in chants of USA, 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 and then they announced they captured and killed bin Laden.
Didn't they put it on the scoreboard, like the big screens?
I think so. I don't think so. Oh, everyone was. And of course, at the end of Backlash that year, in a post or Extreme Rules or whatever, that year, John Cena on camera basically makes the announcement, though he says it the PJ way, caught and compromised to the permanent end of Osama bin Laden. You know what I mean?
Landon says, "At least I didn't miss nothing good. At least I didn't miss nothing. Good morning, Mets. What's going on? How's your team doing, Mets?"
Well, we finally won one last night, Landon.
Yeah. Austin Wells up here leading off the 5th inning.
At least now we're in sync. 0-1 count. In the dirt, it's 1-1.
That's 2-2, by the way.
Okay, so I'm still 3 pitches behind.
Austin Wells lifts the ball to left field, just shy of the warning track for the first out of the 5th.
So who wins, Tom or Wiley, in your opinion?
Tom.
And what? Because he actually has a few wins over Jerry?
No, because Wile E. Coyote never wins.
That's my point. Tom at least has moments where he has gotten a win over Jerry.
Right. They can't let Wiley win. It's like letting the Brooklyn Brawler win. Brooklyn Brawler can't win.
But then again, how many Acme products are going to blow up in Wiley's face?
Landon says, "That's good. It's always good to win when it's not common." Okay.
But then again, Wiley may call himself a genius, but he's quite an idiot.
Peraza swings at the ball outside. 2-2 count. Jesus, come on. One more discipline, bro. Ball outside. Count goes full. Foul ball out of play. So you guys are what are you guys doing with the Phillies? You just flip flopping first place now?
Don't know. We'll find out after the night.
Peraza, shallow fly ball, center fielder is going to get it just like that. 2 down. The Yankees are how are the Yankees got 4 hits against a guy with a 4.80 ERA in a lower man bun?
He's in Yankee Stadium, and he usually makes the Yankees or you know what.
Well, it's been no home runs, if that's what you mean. Almost had one. This game was supposed to potentially be rained out. Rained all morning in the Bronx. So I was a little skeptical. I hate doing streams and have to sit through a damn rain delay. It was terrible. So you never know when they're going to come back. He could be doing other things, What's that?
I know how that feels. I had to do it twice. Once for the Yankees season finale against Pittsburgh last year, and during the Daytona 500 this year.
Grisham grounds out to second baseman the end of the inning. So Kramer's at 72 pitches through 5. That's incredible. I think he's thrown more pitches than Warren. That's nuts, based on how this game started. Yeah, 3 more pitches through 5. No. Orioles 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. Yankees 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. That's gone cold so far through 5 innings. Up to link in the chat for the homies. Tampa Bay and Detroit are tied at 1 in the 4th. I believe Tampa Bay's won the first 2 games of that series. It's the only games being played right now. Mets and Phillies are at 7-10 tonight. Last game.
David
Last
Pearson
game on
against
the
Lazard.
last game on the docket. Last game on the docket.
Seriously, almost 5 million attempts to catch that bird.
What?
How many times the Wiley has tried to catch the Roadrunner and failed miserably? It's almost it's over 10 million failures.
Wow. He'll get it one day.
No, he won't.
Loriano lifts one to right field. Judge comes fronting in, makes the catch, 1 away. Hey Nate, what's any news if you're still in here? Any news on the Knicks coaching search?
July 14th game I called on Roku last year.
There's a strike. Matt, do you have a PlayStation? No, right? I think I asked you this before. Ground ball. They're playing the shift. Raz is standing right over the second base bag. Fields it, makes the throw, 2 down. Since they banned the shift, they're really riding that line. Like the second baseman or the shortstop is playing just to their side of the second base bag. Like they're still trying to they're doing the shift, but it's not the shift, but they're still doing the shift.
I got
Because basically, as soon as the guy releases the ball, they could just hop right over to second base.
Looks like Cruz is warming up in the Yankee pen.
Well, Warren's only at 75 pitches, so I don't see why he can't at least get through 7. It'd be good to get the bullpen as much rest as possible. Oh, that ball was 2-3 inches outside. They gave the Yankees a strike for an 0-2 count. That was a bad call by the umpires in the Yankees' favor. Takes them all down low. Count goes to 1-2. Oh, pitches by inning for Warren. First inning, 19, and then nothing above 14 for the rest of the way. It's all been like 11, 12, and 13, and a 9. And he gets the strikeout to end the 6th. All right, so Will Warren so far, 6 innings pitched, 5 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. ERA is lowered to 4.68 so far. Heading to the bottom of 6, Aaron Judge will be leading off, followed by Ben Rice and Cody Bellinger. Yeah, so Mets, did you get my message today?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was out, bro. I was knocked out. I didn't even do the baseball game.
Notice.
Huh?
I noticed.
Yeah, I was knocked out. I think I woke up at like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. I didn't want you to think that I just didn't get back to you. Homie was knocked out. Ball inside. Count goes to 2-1. 2-1. Down low. Count goes to 3-1.
Give me a
Oof, foul ball right on it. Damn it. Ooh, doesn't chase. Aaron Judge draws the walk. Doesn't chase the outside pitch. They didn't want to give in to him, and he takes the walk.
Oh boy.
What the hell is this animation that they're showing?
I never thought that Blaze would go this route.
Korean style fried chicken. Wow, how does that taste?
Strangely spicy because it's aged cayenne pepper.
What's up, Addy?
What's up, Bird? Hey, Matt.
Hey, you see this flavor he's got, Addy?
For what?
Korean style fried chicken. What does it taste like?
It's like aged cayenne pepper, brown sugar.
What does it taste like? I don't need the ingredients. I just want to know what you think.
Kind of spicy.
Spicy? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet. I don't like spicy food.
I do, but not too hot. You know, I like a little bit of like you could feel it a little bit.
Yeah,
but once it gets more than that, then it's just ruins the food.
Let me get some mild sauce.
Ooh, Ben Rice rips a double down the line. Judge is going to go to third and hold with nobody out. Ben Rice is going to trot into second base with not a lead off, but a double. What's so funny, Mets? Did Wile E. Coyote lose again?
No, they started the battle, and it starts with the usual stick of Jut. You have Tom trying to catch Jerry. Tom got his paw caught in a mouse trap that Jerry was sitting on.
Wow, man.
And now Wiley just blew through the house. Fight. And there go Roadrunner and Jerry. You foolish furball, you cost me my dinner.
Cody Bellinger lifts one to right field. Sliding catch by Laureano. Judge is not going to attempt fate. That was a big out. That was a big out. You know, here's Stanton. Struck out twice already.
What the hell?
Damn. I just should have got back and tagged.
Damn, I haven't used that in a while.
What?
A bubbler.
A butler?
A bubbler.
What's a bubbler?
This is a bubbler.
Oh. You haven't used one in a long time.
It's been chilling in my drawer for a minute.
Can you travel with those or?
In the car, yeah. Not.
You meant flying.
No, when I flew to New York, I didn't take anything with me or bring anything back with me.
And you?
I'm sure you could if you cleaned it, yeah. Because it's tobacco pipe. It's a tobacco pipe.
Okay. I mean, it shouldn't. Why not? I mean, it's just a. You should be able to take anything.
Paraphernalia is okay, just as long as you don't have the actual thing to make it go.
Right. It's intended use. Right.
Yeah.
The contraption should be fine as long as there's no product.
Yeah. But that's something that I'll always wonder and not find out for sure unless someone else tells me.
I'll just Google it. Just like on the TSA.
I'll let Mets hold it for me in the airport.
I still can't get over how those fingers bend.
Yeah, that is wild.
Mets
you have like the way like a flamingo's legs bend. That's how your fingers bend.
That's a good analogy. Mets got flamingo fingers.
Yep, you got the flamingers.
Can you do the West Coast Avengers? I'm sure he can. I'm sure Mets can.
He can do it in cursive.
What the hell?
Uppercase, lowercase. Judge down on strikes on Stanton on 3 pitches for his third strikeout of the day. So the Yankees second and third and nobody out, and are on the verge of not scoring.
Damn. I hate that. It's nothing worse than having bases loaded, no outs, and not scoring. That sucks. I hate that.
Wiley actually won?
No way.
Way.
You like these guys, Mets?
What? Lazy Smurf? Seriously?
Oh, yeah. I have the other ones. Oh, wait. No, it's just Lazy Smurf. Never mind. Chilling.
How'd your
I'll
Dodgers do
change in
yesterday?
there. They lost against the
Uh-oh.
Nets. Yeah.
Just the Nats, huh?
I'll put on a sweater that Nets will like more for sure. But
Dodger sweater. Oh, cartoon sweater.
not a Nets sweater either. Yeah. But yeah. This is more Mets speed, probably. Mets.
Yeah, nice.
Oh, you got Ren and Stimpy.
Damn right. I love Ren and Stimpy.
I played back in the day. I rented from. Used to be able to rent PlayStation games from Blockbuster.
Oh yeah.
I rented like Ren and Stimpy. That was such a fun game.
Yeah, so it's cool. That's funny as hell. I had a big old Ren.
Landon says the very first pitcher Stanton could have hit, but no second. I see why. And third, well, dang. Stanton just saying himself. Well, he came back pretty hot. Got a couple hits first couple games. Hit the ball really hard, but he does strike out a lot too. So
He just got back from the rehab assignment, right? They sent him on assignment.
yeah, it's like his third, fourth game back, or sixth, something like that.
Yeah. Or was he AA for a while?
Yeah. I think it was because of location, because of where they play. The AAA team is in Ohio.
Closer to the team or something?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm wrong. But they used to be. It's Pennsylvania for AAA. New Jersey is AA. So I think they just had them closer to the Bronx, in Jersey.
Yeah, the quickest way back to the Bronx.
Yeah. They could just send a helicopter or something like that if they really need him back. Landon says, I just hope he gets himself together. Need him to start smacking. Oh, yeah. He's a streaky hitter. He's I don't think he's a great hitter. He's just extremely strong. And when he throws the bat in the zone and makes solid contact,
when he squares that ball up,
he sends it for a ride.
He still has one of the furthest home runs ever hit at Dodger Stadium. And like out in the outfield, they have like little plaques on the floor, like look like baseballs, and it says who hit them and how far it was and what date.
They do that in Baltimore too.
His is out there somewhere.
They do that. Well, he cleared the stadium, right? He cleared that.
Yeah. I think his is one of the furthest back. See, Giancarlo Stanton right there.
The Yankees have at least one. Paul O'Neill hit one off. They call it Utah Street in Baltimore when you hit over the right field fence, and there's like this little veranda where people like congregate, and he hit it like across the street off the warehouse. And Ken Griffey did it too, but Ken Griffey's was further.
Yeah, hitting it over the pavilion is a fucking bomb. It was a bomb. It was a damn bomb.
The fudging bomb?
Yep. Fudge bomb.
When he was on the Marlins, he was smacking big time. He had 40 homers. Actually, he had like
second and third. Yankees can't capitalize.
Actually, I think he had 58 or 59 with the Marlins in his MVP year.
It was 59. And either way, even with runners on second and third and nobody out, the Yankees can't do anything with it.
The longest home run ever hit at Dodger Stadium was Willie Stargell, 1969.
69?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Wow.
506 feet.
506?
Yep.
That was a big dude. He was like a Cecil Field.
John Carlos went 475.
That's it? I don't believe in that, tell you the truth, Addy. I don't. That StatCast thing, I just don't think. I don't.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question. Where it lands, does it hit anything or does it hit ground level? Does it hit the floor?
they hit stuff, but some of them hit the top of the pavilion. It's probably projected the rest of the way.
Yeah, I don't agree with their projections on Statcast. I just don't.
Yeah.
Like they try to say like Aaron Judge's home runs in Yankee Stadium, he's hit like some against Baltimore and the Royals or Toronto, where he literally cleared the stands in left field onto like the concourse. And
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like 390 to the fence, like that portion of the fence where it cleared. You can't tell me he didn't get at least another 110 feet recessed back. And since it's like elevated like 30, 40 feet in the air, you know, the trajectory of it, they just like really count where it makes contact. What about its elevation and its speed and where, you know, if the stands weren't there and it would have kept going this way, like, you know what I mean? It's they shortchange the. So it drives me crazy.
Yeah, they put up more netting and shit now too.
Who?
All kinds of. They put up all kinds of more netting and fence and all that now.
Aaron Judge hit one halfway up the upper deck at Citi Field, halfway up the left center.
Damn.
Halfway up the third deck. Now imagine there was no stands there. And that ball apex that, it's got to be 75, 80 feet, if not, you know, it's that high up. And you're telling me that ball, if that didn't hit anything, that ball wouldn't have been 530? Like, give me a break. Of course it would. And I don't think they even gave him 500 for it. So Carlson rips a double. Judge with a strong throw, not in time. Carlson leads off the seventh inning with a double. And Landon says, and Jazz is another one. What the F? We need this series. This is our division, for crying out loud. As long as Warren don't mess nothing up, I'm happy, but we got to win this one. Well, he's pitched well.
It's a tie game in Tampa, for those wondering. 1 each.
It was 1-0 a while ago. Is it still 1-0?
No, I said tie game 1 each.
It's still 1-1. Here's Gary Sanchez. Oh, Addy, I don't think you saw it, but when the Yankees scored their run, Jazz Chisholm collided with the catcher. The catcher ran up the third base line because it was a bad throw, and Jazz was running hard, and he jumped in the air because he was going to collide with the guy. He jumped in the air, cracked the guy in the head. His cleat fell off, and the catcher's face mask flew off. His glove fell off, and he flipped him. And he left the game.
Yeah.
Cracked him right in the head. Aaron Judge should have tagged up on that.
Uh-oh. Sounds like the script for tonight's final got leaked.
Landon says, I just want to see at least one World Series win for Judge and for me, since I never saw one since I was a baby. But I didn't know about baseball. I was just a football fan, and my dad told me about football. You'll get to see one. So Tim Hill's going to come in to relieve Will Warren, who's responsible for the runner on second base with one out here in the seventh.
Damn.
And with a 2-1 deficit. So he can't get the win. Now we just got the Yankees got to get the win. So they're going to bring in Tim Hill, the lefty, to face the lefty Gunnar Henderson. Good matchup. It's a good decision.
Ooh. 9 more days. I'll be getting on a plane, baby.
How long are you staying for?
I get there the 3rd, and I'm leaving the night of the 7th. I'm landing at like 5 in the morning.
Oh, so you're only staying for like 5 days?
Yeah, something like that. Nice little chunk of baby. Yeah.
You got plans? Something special?
Go to the the Mets and the Brewers get a Juan Soto jersey when they give them away.
Is that the Dominican?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just a regular home jersey.
They're just giving away jerseys, huh? Okay.
Yeah, and then that the 6th, we're gonna go see the Mets and the Yankees at Citi Field.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yep.
You guys can call in and troll me.
I'm definitely gonna. I will be supporting the blue and orange that day.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
It's mostly Yankee fans going, and Nate and Rick hold a special place. So I'm gonna go for the Mets.
Is Rick going?
Yeah, Rick's going to. Rick Kent's
Nice.
gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna buy. I'm gonna get. I got a ticket for the same flight, so we're gonna be on the
Nice.
same.
That was my next question. Are you gonna fly together? Are
Yeah,
you guys
he
staying
got-
at a hotel or are you staying at Nate's house?
He's staying at a hotel, and I am
Staying
going
with
to.
Nate.
Yeah, I got that locked up. That's awesome.
That'll be fun.
Yeah, it was fun as hell last time. But this time we don't have to wake up at. I mean, nothing. I didn't have a problem with it last time, so I'm just gonna preface it by saying that. But this time we don't have to wake up early as hell in the morning and go pick up Bobby from Vermont, and then come back to Jersey, and then go back to Vermont to drop off Bobby.
Why didn't you actually stick him on a train to like Grand Central Station?
We tried that. We tried. He didn't want to travel by himself.
On a train?
Yeah, I know. We tried that. He didn't. He was not having it. Yeah, he was not. And then Nate's like, "All right, screw it. I'll rent a car." And me, Clancy, and Nate went, picked him up. It was fun.
I mean, why to get your ass on a damn train, man?
I know. Yeah, for real. But he didn't want to get on a train unless Michael was going with him, and his brother Michael was busy that weekend, so the train idea was out.
There you go, Landon. Fixes his Panthers for a Yankees logo. There you go.
Yeah.
Good job, Landon.
Get them kitties out of here, man, dude.
Little kittens. Yeah, I would have been like, dude, it's safe. Like you can jump on Amtrak or something, you know. It's
yeah. We tried every reassuring sentence in the book, but he was like, "Nah." Crap you? What's crap you mean?
Crap you, Dodger. Oh, maybe he's trying not to curse because of the channel.
Crap you. I know, but would you say SU to someone? Like, would you say the vulgar word version of that word to someone? Like, SU?
Oh, I think you could say shit, but
okay. Well,
we ain't kitty fan. We ain't kitty.
You're not a fan of the kitty? I am. I'm a fan of the kitty.
We ain't kitties. He might be too young for the.
He's too young right now. He's too young.
Well, Landon said he graduated high school. So.
What?
Yeah. So he graduated high school. Don't call my Panthers kitties. Well, they are felines, Panthers. Right?
They're a type. They used to be kittens.
They are biologically in the cat family.
And your quarterback is a young panther, so therefore he is a kitten.
Your quarterback's a young kitten. Right. Meow.
Bryce, young panther.
Ain't that a bitch? Yeah. He didn't know this. Yeah, panthers, pumas, lions, tigers, they're all felines, just like cats. They're just big cats. That's I think what they call them too, like the big cats.
Yep, just cats you would not want to mess with in person. Do that.
You know, I watch all the time on YouTube, like the nature stuff, like where the lions, tigers, they're all like they're friendly with the humans that like help raise them, even when they release them to the wild, right?
That's crazy.
And then the lions like know that they're there, and they can smell them, and they'll like and they stalk them too, like. But then they jump up and like lick them and stuff. You know, it's like because that's just their nature. They stalk each other for fun, like in the weeds. But then you see, but then these lions or tigers, have been in the wild now and have mated with other of its species, right? But that never knew the human. You know what I mean? Like, say there was a male lion or tiger or female, whatever.
Yeah.
But that's with the males. Like, when they know the handler that like helped raise them, like with a bottle and played with them and rub and scratch, you know what I mean? Like a puppy or like a dog or anything. Even when they're adults in the wild, they come back. The whole like the cat family is cool with the human because like the father is. You know what I mean? It's like they talk to each other like, no,
Yeah.
we're friends.
It's cool. Yeah.
And then they sleep with the lions. Like all the lions or tigers are taking naps, and he's napping with them. And they jump on his back, and they look. Oh, you got to see those.
That'd be awesome to have one. Like if one was yours and it was cool with you, like that would.
I've seen it so many times. Like,
yeah.
I've seen it to where they've raised some of them, and they're big cats now, just walking around the house. And so those videos amaze me. Like out in the wild, imagine being out in the wild and you're just sleeping with a pride of lions.
That'd be dope.
What? I mean, my dad took a picture with a tiger where it's like chained up, but you're sitting there, and next to the tiger, you're sitting there, and I don't know if he had his arm around it, but you take the picture with it. It must be terrifying, right?
Oh,
but he was like the tiger licked his pants, and he goes like, I felt it. He said, I felt that tongue, like it was like a Brillo pad. He's like he goes, I felt that through my jeans. I was like, wow. Jeez. Uncle DJ in the house. Good afternoon, Murdog Mets Addison. And those in the chat just got back from working armed security at church, which is crazy that you have to have armed security at church. Yankees are losing 2-1. My sister-in-law was a cheerleader for Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Be right back.
Charlotte what?
This is what I was.
Charlotte Hornets. Landon, would you like if I call the Dodgers a dodgeballs?
Well, first off, they literally do dodge things because they're the trolley dodgers. Secondly, dodgeball is one of my favorite movies and sports games to play of all time. So, go ahead.
Love dodgeball. That was so good.
Yeah, they're gonna make a sequel, aren't they?
I heard that.
I hope it's not like how I started watching Anchorman 2 and I turned it off because I didn't want it to be ruined in my mind. The first one was so great. I just hope they don't do that to dodgeball.
I don't know if I saw Anchorman 2.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I started it. I'm like, you know what?
Yes.
Just about. Yeah, and Megan Good is in it.
Oh, she was a hottie.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Darn tootin'.
Darn tootin'. I can't. Would you like if I call the Dodgers a dodgeballs?
Please do.
DJ LeMayu ground ball for 1 out.
That's tight. I'm gonna start calling them dodgeballs landed. Now what? Let's see. What time do the dodgeballs play today? Dodgeballs play at 1 o'clock, 1:10 West Pacific time.
4:10 Eastern. Yeah, the dodgeballs against the Nationals.
Yep. Oh yeah.
There's a base hit by Austin Wells. Finally.
That's wild. KD. One of the Rockets.
Do you think that was a good deal?
For the Suns, maybe.
37-year-old basketball player for 2 starters, 10th overall pick.
Yeah, a solid. I mean, I hate Dylan Brooks, but he's a good defensive player, a young ascending star in Jalen Green, and he got the 10th pick along with 5 others.
Yeah, for basically on his way down.
Well, yeah, not even like Kevin Durant and whatever. It's just KD.
Yeah, like they didn't even do like a pick swap. Like here's we'll give you number 10, but give us your first round like 10 picks later.
Exactly.
You know?
It's
Just
just Kevin Durant.
Is KD 37? Yeah, he's 37 years old. It isn't a good deal for Phoenix. I think it's a good deal for Phoenix.
It's a great deal for Phoenix. No, he's leaving Phoenix, and they're getting ransom. They're getting more than the Mikal Bridges trade, more than the Luka Doncic trade, more than the Bane trade. This is probably, I think it's about what OKC got for Paul George from the Clippers.
Yeah, these trades.
And they got Shea, so that was the kicker. They got Shea on top.
Who traded?
When Paul George got traded from the Thunder to from the Clippers to the Thunder, yeah, and the Clippers got sent Shea to OKC, and OKC got so much
just for Paul George, who had a couple of years in the league.
On top of Shea, the MVP, and wild. And the Clippers didn't do a damn thing. I love that. That's the best part about it. But yeah, DJ. Houston,
Mets is back.
Hi, Mets.
Hey, who'd you say was getting Paul George?
No, I'm saying we're saying like who got like such a big haul like Houston.
Yeah, he was just talking about how the Clippers sent Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, the MVP, to the OKC for Paul George.
And the Rockets just got KD. That's it. Like, but they didn't send. That's it.
Trent Grisham walks, so it's going to be first and second with 2 down, bringing up Aaron Judge. Let's go, Aaron.
Who got a bigger haul than Phoenix for a player? Phoenix is getting a lot just for KD. I watched Jalen Green become something.
Well, I mean, considering how much of a locker room cancer KD can be, I'm not surprised that Phoenix was willing to get rid of that much.
Yeah. Jalen Green's all right, but I guess
the Clippers franchise started as the Buffalo Braves, founded in 1970, thanks to the Sports Almanac.
And they got the hell up on out of there.
What? So what else was that trade though? Gilgeous, they got Shai. It wasn't a straight up, right? What else did they get?
No. The Clippers got they sent a bunch of picks for Paul George. And
I wonder who they turned into.
Jalen Thompson guy, the starting shooting guard. I forgot his name. That was one of the picks. Yeah. A bunch of their picks turned into greatness, or they traded them, moved up. Zach Preston knew his ish.
Guys hear that Spaceballs is getting a sequel?
Hell yeah.
Spaceballs.
Hopefully Mel Brooks is still kicking when it comes out.
Shane, the only major player that's being replaced is Barf.
Yeah, but now what? Josh Gad's going to be Barf's son?
Yeah, you need a fat guy.
He's going to be Barf's son in the movie, Josh Gad.
I miss John Candy.
You gotta have someone that reminds you of John Candy.
Yeah. Is he gonna be like Ralph or something? What's
Maybe Earl.
There you go.
That's a good one, Mets. Call him Earl. Very clever.
And obviously, Joan Rivers won't be available to be
I
a
didn't even know
voice.
she was the first one.
Yeah, she's a voice for
Yeah, but what
that.
about her daughter?
I don't know. You want Melissa Rivers?
This time was going to be.
Well,
Bill
just
Pullman.
if you're gonna do,
Yeah. They could probably AI it.
I'm sure somebody could do her voice.
I thought the main character was going to be Bill Pullman's son, or played by him.
Yeah, the guy who played Sentry.
Did you see the Thunderbolts? I haven't seen it yet.
I went to go see it, but I
heard it sucked.
I had a lot of cannabis and had a few drinks at dinner before I went to go see it, so I was very comfortable on that seat, and I passed out.
Wow.
I need to go watch it again.
I'd wait for it to get into. I'd wait for it to get on Disney Plus. I don't go to these movies anymore.
Yeah, I waited for Captain America to come on Disney Plus, and that movie was a lot better than I expected it to be. But you definitely have to be familiar with the Ed Norton Hulk movie going into that movie.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I am. I'm familiar with it.
Being familiar with that Hulk movie definitely helps Captain America.
Captain America?
Yeah, the new one. Yeah, having knowledge of that film pays off in this one.
I'm trying to think like what was Ed Norton's Hulk?
Yeah.
Which was the first one, right? He was before Eric Bana, right?
No. It was before Ruffalo, after Bana. Because Ruffalo replaced Ed Norton, but it's the same guy.
That's what I'm saying Ed Norton's the first one, and then Bana was the second one.
No, Bana was before.
Bana was the first one?
Like 03 or something like that.
So Eric Bana was the first Hulk. Is that what you're saying?
Like movie, yeah.
Yeah. Judge down on strikes.
Chase a high splitter.
Judge was white looking fastball. Okay, so trying to think.
When you guys watched the original Spaceballs, did you guys die of laughter?
That was so long ago.
Hell yeah. I love that movie. And I love Star Wars too, so that's made it even better.
Well, hold on. I'm trying to figure this out, what you said. You have to be familiar with Ed Norton, and it helps Captain America.
Yeah, having knowledge of the Ed Norton Hulk movie helps you in the new Captain America movie.
Yeah, but what happened in that movie in Thunderbolts?
No, in Captain America, in the new Captain America. Because there's a character that returns from the Hulk movie in this new Captain America movie.
Oh, you're talking about Red Hulk?
No. Well, yeah, but his character was in it, but it's also the Thinker.
Talking about Liv?
No. The Thinker.
Nation? Oh, the Thinker. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. The villain.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I saw Captain America recently.
Oh, the leader. My bad. The leader. That's his name. The dude with the big ass head from the comics.
Yeah. No, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And you saw the Captain America, I assume.
Yeah, it's on Disney Plus now. I've seen it twice.
Yeah.
Dope.
Which is crazy because he was helping Ed Norton.
Yeah, just try to get his blood because he's in cahoots with William.
But oddly enough, he transforms into the leader because of
the blood gets in his head. Yeah, the blood gets inside of his head.
He blamed it on what the hell's his name? Ross, General Ross, right? Like the experiment, they were doing experiments on him.
Yep. And he makes a great return.
Orioles are so tough, people. No, they're not. They're not that good of a team. Yankees are just not. The Yankees are just not a consistent team at the plate. That's the problem.
Gotta make a splash. Trade deadline.
More than one trade. They're not going to do it. But I would upgrade at shortstop. I would upgrade at catcher. I mean, they need a better second baseman and a third baseman. Probably more so. I don't know. I don't like Wells. I don't like Peraza. I don't like Chisholm. I don't like Volpe. But no, I don't think they're going to be able to.
So glad the Dodgers struck gold with Ward Smith. I'm so glad that we have such a rich history of catchers. It's great. It's awesome.
Well, that's the hardest position to have. Good defensively and hitting. Like, it's, yeah, you guys got a gem.
Oh yeah,
it's rare. You know, the Orioles have one.
It's like the Lakers and centers.
Well, Lakers don't develop anybody like that.
Nope.
They just get trades.
Hell yeah. It's like we're about to they just got sold. See that? The Lakers?
$10 billion.
Yeah. The Celtics and the Lakers recently just got sold. That's so wild.
Well, for $10 billion, and they're still keeping 15% of the team, though.
She keeps 15% and stays governor of the team.
And gets $10 billion.
Yeah.
Ma'am.
She keeps her job and gets a fat paycheck. But yeah, that dude owns like, he's part owner of the Dodgers. He owns the Sparks. He owns like 2 soccer teams. It's crazy. Crazy as hell. Luka's about to get paid.
Side note, and not to get too deep into the politics of it, but what's the sentiment in Cali statewide for Newsom and Bass?
It's like any other state. You could ask 10 people, you get 10 different answers.
But I keep getting elected. I don't get it.
Yeah, because he was in place already. So I mean, it's whatever. I try not to let it. I mean, ultimately it does, but I try not to let it affect me too much. But
No, I'm just curious what's the temperature over there, you know? Because that's I don't know. I mean, New York for some reason was like, well, with Cuomo, it was pretty bad during the COVID stuff and what he got, caught doing, and I thought LA at some point would be like, yeah, enough.
Yeah, you'll see a bunch of signs and stuff like that hanging on freeways or tagging and say like fire Newsom or F Newsom all over the place.
Back-to-back walks by Hill. This isn't good.
I mean, I'm not saying that, California would go Republican. I just mean replacing them with, let's just the Democrats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I think at this point, you need to go
bring back Arnold. Bring back the governor.
No, he was a rhino. Someone who was on the Republican ticket but had more liberal mindset that did far more harm than good for the state.
Not all liberalism is bad. Like I'm a conservative, but I was always an independent. Put it that way. But if I had to pick one, but there's not all Democrat ideas are bad. Not all liberal ideas are bad. It's just, but as a whole, the worst of their ideas and what they push is bad. It's enough to like, no, thank you. But it's not all. There's plenty of things on the platforms that I agree with.
It's just the problem is these days they weaponize them for their own selfish gains and come off as hypocrites.
Well, Like they say a lot, like they're always on the wrong side of the 80-20 issues. Well, it's always better when there people meet more in the middle. DJ says the Braves had Bob McAdoo, Moses Malone, Andrea Dantley, Ernie DeGregorio, Randy Smith, John Shoemate, and others. Dr. Jack Ramsey was the head coach. The chief owner sold the players off and the team. Well, sports is a business to these guys. Owners named George Steinbrenner, and now Steve Cohen see it the other way. Uh-oh. Super hot girlfriend in the house. What you talking? What up, B? Actually, I was just thinking about you. Just thinking about you. My name's itchy. Met you say hi to super hot girlfriend.
Hello, Biale.
Hello.
The Addison says, "Hola, ¿qué tal?" Hermosa.
Hey.
Oh wow. Billy. She doesn't like being on camera. Can you call in and like cover your face or something if you don't want to be seen and do the finger thing for them? Because look at Metz's fingers. Look at Metz's fingers. Hold on. Look at that. Metz, turn him to the side. What the? No, that's on an angle. Look at that. They bend in way.
Ow.
So I was telling them what you could do, and then I tried. Because Addie could do West Coast Avengers. Addie, you want to show her? WCA.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's okay. That's the A. Okay.
Yeah.
But I can't do the W. I could try. I had to do that with the left hand, but she could do the craziest thing on both hands. She basically like, can you do that? She rides the two fingers in between the middle, and she rides them down and keeps the middle finger straight. And her son could do it too. It's crazy. I can send you a video. Go ahead, send it to me. Yes, send it on Discord. Well, Cruz is on the mound. Runners on first and second, one down. As Laureano strikes out. Uncle DJ says he could have sold the team, and the new owner would have had the players with 2 Hall of Famers. Well, it's kind of like, do you remember the Minnesota Timberwolves? Oh, pick-off attempt. Ooh, that was close. Looked like they got him.
Didn't get him.
The Minnesota Timberwolves owner sold the team to Alex Rodriguez and another guy. And then all of a sudden, they got good, with Edwards and Gobert or whatever. And then once they got good, he wanted to retract it. So I think a judge just sided with A-Rod and said, no, you sold the team. You got an agreement. They were making payments. Uncle DJ says, your super hot girlfriend. Yep. SHG, super hot girlfriend. She thinks it's funny. Send the video. I'll play it.
There goes the double play attempt.
Here's Colton Cowser. What game are you talking about? What you talking? Earth to Mets. What are you talking about?
I was like, I
What game are you
I thought there was the double play ball or something.
They still can. First and second. Strike 3, he got him swinging. Cows were down on strikes. 2 away. What time is the NBA Finals tonight? Probably like 8, 8:10, I'd say.
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. There you go. This game's only 2 hours and 23, 24 minutes long. Already on the top of the 8th. So we'll probably go about 2:40. Unless there's extra innings. ABC sounds about right. I think they have the rights to the game.
ABC. It's easy. 1, 2, 3.
Addy, do you play NBA 2K25?
I play 25. I used to play it all the time, but the last one I got was like 23.
I'm trying to learn it. I'm so mad at the game because my created player, like in my career,
Yeah.
I can't stand the jump shot. Like it says either slightly early or slightly late. I'm like, where you can't get it perfect. It's like random. And I'm like, so I had to change it to like percentage as Mullins strikes out the end and the threat and the top of the 8th inning. Good job by Cruz. So I switched it from like first I had like player percentage because I had my 3-pointer up to 82%.
Nice.
And then I was like, all right, maybe low risk. Like it's about if you're open or not and your stats.
Yeah.
The training is ridiculous. I don't know what I'm doing, but what I can't stand is all the layups I miss. I'm like, what the hell? Like I'm trying to dunk the ball. My guy is 7 feet tall, but I want him to be like a Dirk, right? It's like a 7-foot 3-point shooter that could also like block shots and grab rebounds.
If standing dunk is trash.
He won't. Like it's rare. So like I'm driving the lane and I'm holding down like R2 and the stick up, and he's supposed to like throw it down, and he does like some laying and says like way late, very late. I'm like, what do you mean? It's supposed to be a dunk. I'm not laying it up. Like it's just crazy. So I'm looking at the tutorial and I'm doing what the tutorial said, and so I'm looking up online. They're like, well, your standing dunk has to be up, and your strength and your vertical. Like what? He's 7 feet tall.
Dunk it was square.
Yeah, I thought so. I'm holding it down. Sometimes he dunks it, sometimes he doesn't. Like when I'm in practice,
yeah,
I dunks all the time. But in the game, it lays it up, and I don't understand.
That's lame.
Mm-hmm.
Screw that. Screw that.
Hold on. Hold up. No way.
Brian Baker coming in.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah, what's the trivia question?
No. Can you do this with your finger?
No.
Oh no.
Nope.
She could do it with both hands. I think she could do it with her toes too. That is crazy. Oh wait, Mets is trying. Mets, can you do it?
Nope.
Try it again, Mets. keep them the 3 fingers together. And just try to ride the 2. Yeah, try to ride those down.
Can't.
Oh yo.
Craziness. And then she could do it fast forward. Ay, ay, ay. And then when she's done, it's a FU. There you go.
Stone Cold.
Oh, hell yeah. Thanks, B. It's crazy. I think everybody should see it. Share that with the world.
Williams and Leiter warming up in the Yankee pen.
Share another thing with the world.
Jesus.
That's what Bailey, because she does the duck face.
That's nightmare fuel.
Bailey, what do you think of this duck face? Because she does a great duck face. That's Ratcliffe's duck face.
It's something, all right.
Ben Rice leads off the 8th inning with a base hit, bringing up Cody Bellinger. Takes ball 1 upstairs.
Man. Happy GPM, everyone. To all that celebrate.
Happy GPM. Mets, you celebrate GPM?
Nope, I would rather destroy it.
You want to destroy GPM?
Rackles says, how's John doing? I'm going to hop off the family. Have a wonderful day. Go Yankees. Don't forget the Bills.
Back, and it's Mental Health Month.
You're wrong. You're wrong, DJ. Billy says Ratcliffe's duck face is okay. It's okay. Good attempt. She could like fold her lips like they like fold. The down one goes down, the other one goes up, like full flipping. It's crazy.
Like two
her son
Pringles.
can do that too. He's like a clone of her. They could do the finger thing together and the duck face thing together.
Oh shit.
Oh, Cody with a broken bat, lifted foul. Broke the bat and hit it about 290 feet. Foul. Stop talking about me. What you talking? Wow, Cody Bellinger's bat sliced in half. Well, if he was corking his bat, everybody would know. I mean, literally sliced it down the middle. That's a terrible bat. Never. Always talk about you. We're going to talk about you until you call in. You know, Addie, she called in one time for like 10 minutes, and then she wanted me to delete that video, the whole stream, because I didn't have thumbnails yet.
Yeah.
So the thumbnail created by YouTube was while she was on. Yeah, of her on the show. Like,
yeah.
So she saw it, and she was like, delete it. It's like, you want me to delete all? I needed watch hours at that point, right?
Yeah.
I was like, you want me to delete a whole stream? like 60, 70 watch hours? Are you crazy?
Yeah.
Well, edit it out. I don't know how to do that. TV could have done it, but I mean, I was like, just because her face was on the thumbnail.
Yeah, that brings more eyes to the channel too. There you go.
She don't do that. She doesn't bring her super hot girlfriend self onto the channel. She'll watch, but she won't talk.
You guys had the campfire shrimp skillet from Cracker Barrel.
I've actually never been to Cracker Barrel for some reason,
Neither have I.
which is odd considering I'm a cracker-ass cracker. So, like, I thought that I'd make my way there at least once. No,
Never been
I heard
down
it's. What'd you say?
Right,
there. Never been there either. Never been down there either.
Yeah. So you should go. Okay, bye. Okay. Oh, Bellinger staying alive. Fouls off the 1-2 pitch. Choose.
Said all right.
Well, before you go, make sure you hit the like button. Bellinger, ground ball. First baseman like dives, sits on the ground to stop it. I guess it's okay that he smothered it, but couldn't compose himself to make the throw to second. So Ben Rice makes it to second base. Yeah, he fielded it and collapsed. He fell, and then he was having a hard time getting his footing. So he just steps on first for the easy out. But now the Yankees got a runner in scoring position, so we'll take it. At least he moved the runner. No double play. But that was a tailor-made, like, step on first, throw to second, get the double play. But it's going to bring up Giancarlo Stanton, who is 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Still has no home runs in his first few games back. He's hitting 278, limited at bats. Takes a breaking ball for strike one. Count goes 1-1. But he's been hitting the ball hard, so I know he struck out 3 times already, but he's been hitting the ball really hard when he does make contact. So that's a good sign that he's on it. Here's the 1-1 smashed, ripped to left field, base hit. Oh no! They don't send Ben Rice. Oh, I thought they were going to send him.
Damn.
He hit that ball so hard. Ripped. It was actually deep to left field, like in front of the guy, but it was like a really, really hard. Would he have? Ben Rice would have been toast at the plate. So it's a good thing that they. It's a good thing that they didn't send him. Uncle DJ says, "You just spoiled my appetite showing Ratcliffe off Vita Hoden to your hot girlfriend." I think he meant off Vita Zane. I never heard about off Vita Hoden or Vita Hoden. Vita Hoden. Billy, what's Vita Hoden? I thought it was Vita Zane. Oh, Vita Zane. I spreche keine Deutsch ein bisschen. Manchmal.
No. I don't.
Eddie, you want to talk German?
No.
I think I have like a 375-day streak going. I do it every.
Said 9.
No, there you go. Good job.
Or what? Isn't Get Out Steigen?
Gulch me in a
or
rhyme.
something like that.
I never heard of that one. I mean, it could be right.
How do you say Get Out? Oscar SHD F.
SHG.
Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on. Alstegen.
Steigen? All right.
Alsteigen.
There you go.
Because
Hell yeah.
Alst means like out, off. That's like the prefix, I guess. If you say Alst, like, it means something about off or out.
Yeah. See, I know a little German. There you go.
So like out.
I know how to say no, get out. That's pretty important phrases in any language. Nein, steigen.
Nein, aussteigen.
Hell yeah.
Like the Ausfahrt, I think, is like the exit on the highway.
Uh-huh. That's it. Ratcliffe.
Jazz lifts one to left field. That's going to get in the gap. Off the wall, off the 385 sign. Ben Rice is going to come around to score. And Paul Goldschmidt coming on the pinch run is going to score as well. Jazz on third base with a double and takes third on the throw. So the Yankees take a 3-2 lead.
All right. I
Hell yeah.
was just about to ask you, does Caputo wait for the Yankees to lose and then call him?
Until they're losing, yeah.
Yeah. Does he ever call in after a win and like celebrate it, or just say how like they should have scored more runs?
Off the top or middle of the wall?
Well, middle of the wall. So there's like in right center field, there's like a little wall, and then there's plexiglass, and then the top of the wall. It hit at the bottom of like the plexiglass. Yeah, so they give him a double, and he advances to third on the throw home. So the Yankees, Addison, were you saying something? I was typing. Did you say something?
No.
You said you were about to ask something?
No.
No, what you said, damn it. Forgot. But no, you answered what I was going to ask when you were talking. That's what I said. I was just about to ask you that.
But the Yankees are going to score?
No.
I'll take it. Now, we've only got one down, so if DJ can get at least a sac fly here, we can get a 2-run lead heading into the top of the ninth, and it would be just in time. Just in time. Struggling the whole day. Come up with some big hits. That's what happens, though.
Oh, yeah.
Ben Rice. Oh, Chaz hit home plate. Chaz hit home plate. He dropped the ball. He called. All right. So what? All right. So there was a ground ball. They went home. Hold on. Ground ball to shortstop. The infield's in. They come home with it. Jazz, they call him out at the plate, but Gary Sanchez drops the ball, and Jazz starts walking away. And I'm like, Jazz, go back and touch home plate. He dropped the ball because Gary blocked the plate. So Jazz goes right to yell at the umpire.
Do you guys usually have games this early?
What's that?
Do you guys usually have games this early over there?
No. I think it's because it's a travel day.
Oh,
I don't remember a game starting before noon. This was at 11:30.
Well,
all right, so
July.
the infield was drawn in, right? With a runner on third, less than 2 outs, and Jazz tried to slide head first on the throw to home. He was clearly out, right? Yeah. And then I think Jazz started yelling at the umpire like, "Yo!" Like he was blocking the plate, but Gary dropped the ball. He tagged him, but on the tag, he dropped the ball. Chisholm got up to yell at the umpire, like, yo, or not yell at him, but say something to him. And then the on deck guy was like, go touch the plate. So Jazz turned around like, oh, and ran back and stepped on home plate. So now they called him safe. Man, whenever it has something to do with Jazz Chisholm, it's always an adventure.
Voter 2.
Oh,
were you guys off to Where are the Yankees going after today?
Cincinnati. All that jazz.
There you
Austin
go.
Wells,
That's,
left field down the line. They're going to make the catch. LeMahieu's going to retreat back to first. What'd you say?
there's someone you probably try to get Gavin Lux from Cincinnati.
Play second base.
He's been having a pretty good year over there. Or had a solid start anyway. He been consistent as hell. The Dodgers. There's a chance though. Today the 46 and 31 Mets go against the 46 and 31 Phillies. There you go.
Okay, I'm caught up. Okay. 2 down, runner on first. Volpe up. Volpe didn't start the game. He came in with a pinch hitter.
Can't wait for the Astros to suck again.
They did for like the last couple seasons, and now like they're back to leading the division. It sucks.
Yeah.
No, it's like they start the year sucking eggs, and then they start scoring back by June, into where they win the division. But their lineup has been crippled by the amount of free agency claims.
Screw the
Those
Astros.
want to get away from the scandal. I mean, last year they got beat by a gritty Tiggy club in the wild card round. So they're not as up to
They screwed the Yankees and then they screwed the Dodgers in the same year. Like that should have been a Yankees-Dodger World Series.
Oh yeah.
So they cheated the Yankees out of a World Series appearance and the Dodgers out of a title because
and then Alex Cora left their staff and took that knowledge over to Boston and did the same thing the following year.
Yep.
Bastard.
And he's still managing. Like they didn't like suspend for life.
Yep. Wild. And he did it to his old team. He used to be a Dodger. He used to play for the Dodgers. Alex Cora. I remember watching that back.
At the end of his career?
Huh?
At the end of his career, he played for the Dodgers?
No, the start, I believe. When I was young, he was on the Dodgers.
Well, he's got an older brother who was there before him. Seattle Mariner, Joey Cora. What happened?
When the A's finally make the move, are they changing their name?
Yeah, we don't know about that. What would you do?
Would you? Las Vegas Athletics sounds stupid.
The Vegas A's?
They can't do Aces because that's their WNBA team, so they F themselves on that one.
Vegas can't do like the Vegas Knights. I like the Vegas Knights because that's like a thing like Vegas Knights.
Yeah,
but then it's also like the medieval night, you know.
There's no. I mean, I don't like the team name, but there is no Cowboys in the MLB yet. And that's like the famous neon out there is the big old cowboy on the old strip.
Mm.
Well, technically, there is kind of that with the Texas Rangers.
Yeah, I guess. They can't do a snake. That'd be kind of dumb.
Well, they have the Arizona Diamondbacks. Well, Diamondbacks, but that's Arizona.
Yeah, if they did like the rattlesnakes. Imagine.
Diamondback is another term for a rattlesnake.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it can't be anything like the Vegas High Rollers. It can't be anything like
Dealers. Yeah, the Dealers. Yeah,
Dealers.
Even though that'd be a sick ass jersey to have the Dealers.
Blackjacks.
They were like
I
a
don't
vest
know.
on the jersey,
The
like a
blackjack.
white sleeves and like full sleeve, and then like a
Or
green
maybe
vest.
do what the Dodgers used to have a minor league team called the Las Vegas 51s. So if they do like
21.
the 21s, yeah.
The Vegas. What if they just called the Vegas Blackjacks?
Mets said that, yeah, but I don't know if they would. I mean,
The Vegas
that's
Jackpot.
yeah.
It all sounds stupid. I think with baseball, I don't know. Usually they go with like animals. So like, what's the
Las
state
Vegas-
bird of Nevada? What's the state bird of Nevada?
How about
Let's
like
find out.
the Las Vegas royalty or kingdom, and like just have like the cards, the face cards as like their logo? Like, I don't know.
What's the state bird of Nevada? The mountain bluebird.
Okay, well, they can't be
We
the
got
bluebird.
Blue Jays for Toronto.
Yeah, they can't be the bluebird.
The state animal for Nevada. The desert bighorn sheep.
Okay, well,
Vegas
they're not gonna be
Bighorns.
Las Vegas. Yeah, the bighorns. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
Vegas bighorns. The bighorn sheep is the official state animal of Nevada.
Then what
I
would
wouldn't-
you have the fans chant every time they hit a
State
home
bird-
run? Holy
no.
sheep!
Are you feeling horny out there? Who's feeling horny out there?
Las Vegas city bird.
It's the state flower, Murdoch. The Las Vegas cacti.
State bird. State flower for Nevada. The big sagebrush.
The Las Vegas sage.
It could be the Vegas bighorns because keeping like with the animals and stuff.
Yeah, Louisiana tried that with the New Orleans Pelicans. That sounds stupid as hell.
Vegas.
Heck, the dealers will be dope, but you can't do that.
I could see them doing like the Vegas like jackpot or something. I don't know. It wouldn't. I don't know if that'd sound good.
Las Vegas Kingdom, and have it be like the face
Vegas,
card.
Vegas Royal Flush.
Would they do the Kings?
And I don't know. Well, you have the LA Kings.
Yeah, no. But I mean, you have the Sacramento Kings too. You see what Utah named their hockey team?
Well, I thought it should have been the Yetis, and then McAfee was like the Yetis, but they got turned down because
To the drink cooler company,
yeah,
right?
the cup, the cup that you put your drinks in and keeps it cold. The Yeti company.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think there was a marketing issue that they had a copyright on it. So
That's nice.
Utah Yetis would have been a dope name though. Because it would have been cold weather, like Bigfoot, it's a hockey team. Let me go hit the little boys room. I'll be right back. You guys got this under control? Or no, Mets is not even here.
Sure, do you think?
Oh, there Mets is. I was going to say, Addy, you could talk to the chat.
Mets is thinking of names for the new Las Vegas baseball team.
I'd still say either Blackjacks, Royal Flush,
The Las Vegas Royal Flush.
or just
That's a lot to put on a jersey. That's a lot to put on a jersey.
Or the Bighorns, and then the fans every time they hit a home run would chant "Holy sheep."
They call it a horn run. Yeah, holy sheep, a horn run.
I am never gonna know how to eat these
What is that?
kippers,
I've never even heard of it.
herring. Smoked fish.
Smoked fish? Oh, okay. Eat it up. That's what she said.
I mean, this is probably going to be on the lines of something like a sardine or an anchovy.
You like fish snacks?
I don't eat them often. Most of the time, it's usually sardines.
You like sushi?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Me too.
Okay, has the audio been distorted on my end, or is it just me? Where it's gone
Might
to
be
like.
just,
What?
might be just you. You sound fine.
No, I meant on the broadcast for the game.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not watching it. I'm playing Grand Theft Auto 5
Chris
online.
Version is now sounding like he's on slow speech.
I'm on GTA 5 online, Mets. It's got a night shark. Hell yeah. Excuse me.
Hey, Vesturgeon, your audio screwed up, dude.
Did you hear about that? That guy on the Cardinals broadcast said a bad word, and there was and there was nothing but silence for like 31 seconds. It's hilarious. Where you at, Landon? What you doing, man?
One man down. I mean, two down. One more, and the Yankees will win this. Or one down, actually.
So, what do you think? You
Now
confident?
it's two down. Got
Confident
Gary
today
Chase.
against the Phillies?
What?
You confident today against the Phillies?
No, I'm not calling tonight's game. I don't have a cable or dish set up.
No, sorry. Are you confident today in the game? Think they're gonna win?
Yes.
Hell yeah. That Soto bomb.
We had two of them last night.
The second multi-home run game as a Met?
Yeah, I think.
There you go.
And he's back.
Okay.
Devin Williams on for the save. 2 outs here in the ninth.
There's something wrong with the TV broadcast, or my Roku adapter's going dead.
Uh-oh.
Because the audio is like in slow-mo.
That's a weird AF.
I caught the tail end of what you guys were saying when I came back in. You said, what, Soto hit 2 home runs?
That was last night, but yes.
Jackson Holiday with a base hit keeps the hope alive. Tying run comes up to the plate now.
Mets has like some fish snack or something like that.
A fish snack and a wrapper?
That's what I'm saying.
What the hell is that?
Herring. Smoked herring.
And packaging like that?
It's no different than a sardine or an anchovy.
Yeah, those are canned or like. That seems like that would increase its perishableness.
The can is in the wrapping.
Oh, okay. There's a can inside of the wrapper.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's better then.
Yeah. Sealed off. I was going to say, I would never eat that in a million years. Strike one to Urias.
I don't know if he is going to eat it. It's like he's debating eating it or not.
Mets eats the weirdest shit.
Hell yeah. Just based off of that, what he showed me. I watched a couple Mets tries.
Yeah. The spicy chicken, like yeah.
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 That's funny. Him just like, I let you know about it, and then it's just him chilling, eating. Hell yeah.
There is it's a right.
Great.
Game over. Yankees win.
Thanks, Mets. I don't know how you're ahead of me, but cool. All right. So the Yankees come back in the 8th inning with a 3 spot to take the lead. They came on late in the game. I mean, they only had 4 hits to like the first 6 innings or 7 innings, but they come on strong towards the end and take the rubber match of this 3-game set with Baltimore. So the Yankees win 4-2. Yankees, let's see.
1, 3 of 4. 3 of their last 4 after dropping 6 straight.
Did they improve to 45 and 32, or is it 46 and 32?
45.
I don't know. Did it update? Is what I'm asking.
It did.
Okay, so Yankees 45 and 32. Baltimore drops to 33 and 44. Yankees with 4 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Baltimore 2 runs. The 2 runs in the first inning. That's all they did. 7 hits and 2 errors. Some crazy plays, all involving Jazz Chisholm. Fernando Cruz is going to get the win. He improves to 2 and 3. Devin Williams with his 10th save on the season. Baker takes the loss. It's his 3rd blown save, and he drops to 3 and 2. Big day for Jazz Chisholm. It was 2 for 4 with 2 RBI. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. So he was a part of all 4 runs the Yankees scored. Tough day for Stanton, but he did have that hit in that inning.
And we've got a rain delay in
Tampa and Detroit. Okay. Ben Rice with a big day. 3 for 4.
8-1 Detroit, by the way.
Oh, wow. It was 1-1 in the 6th.
Jeez.
Well, they got 2 in the 7th, and they scored 5 in the 9th.
Let's go Tampa. The Dodgers are like right behind the Tigers for best record.
Tigers. No, knowing Murdoch, he's rooting for the Tigers.
The Dodgers are like 1 game.
No, I'm not rooting for the Tigers. I'm rooting for the Rays in that one because the Rays aren't really a threat to the division title, in my opinion. So I'd rather the Yankees get home field advantage in the playoffs.
I'm going for the Rays in that game as well. So the Dodgers can catch the Tigers. They're 1 game back for the best record.
There you go. Yes, Chisholm reminds me of R-Truth.
Yeah.
By his real name.
Why? He's been R-Truth for like 25 years.
No, he started his career as Ron the Truth Killings. It wasn't until 08 he was given the R-Truth moniker.
I know, but he's been the R-Truth for such a long time. Hogan, Terry Bollea. I just like getting Mets going.
Sheldon Benjamin.
Ron Killings.
What's Sheldon Benjamin's real name?
It's been under his real name, is Sheldon Benjamin.
That's his real name.
I know.
He was a legit wrestler, college wrestler.
Oh, yeah.
And track.
What do you guys think of John Jones retiring last night?
Oh, damn, I know that.
Honest.
Yeah, he called up Dana White and says he's retiring. Now, does he take a hit to his legacy? I feel like it does because Tom Aspinall is the interim champion in the UFC.
Okay.
And he's been trying to fight John Jones to be the undisputed champion. And it seems like John Jones is ducking Aspinall. He's been ducking him. And now that they're kind of on a collision course, like he's not going to have a choice but to fight him, he all of a sudden retires. So do you think it's because he didn't want to take a legit loss? I mean, the only loss he had in his career is he was a disqualification. He was whooping the guy. He got disqualified for hitting the guy late, even though he destroyed the guy. I think that was why. But Do you think it takes John Jones' legacy takes a hit because he retired before he was forced to fight Aspinall?
Probably, and probably mostly amongst the fans than
Mhm.
the
And the
actual
other fighters.
UFC. Yeah, the other fighters too, but the record and what he did will always stand for itself. But yeah, fans
No,
are definitely going to hate on it.
he's an all-time great. He's probably, in my opinion, probably the best MMA fighter ever.
Yeah, so fans are going to hate on him.
Well, because it's like, he's basically undefeated, right? Basically. He never got beat in a fight, like lost a fight. He got a decision against him, but he didn't really lose. But now you got a younger guy that's a champion already that is dying to fight you. And I think it's like he's probably like, I don't think I can take this guy. I don't want to go through it and have that on my record and go out like that. Or he just didn't want to take the chance of losing. So to me, he does take a hit. That's not going to change that he's been the best fighter ever in the UFC. That's set in stone, in my opinion. But it does make me look at him a little different. Like, you're scared to fight this guy? You're the champion. Like, this guy's a champion as well. He wants the, undisputed.
Yeah.
The champion's been trying to fight you for like 2 years, and you find ways to duck him.
People might talk enough crap, or he might hear enough stuff to where he's like, you know what, fine.
Well, maybe he says he's retiring, and maybe he's going to train, and then say, fine, I'll fight him. Fine, set it up. Yeah. Just to shut everybody. I hope that's what happens. I just want to see the two fight.
Yeah,
I just want to see the two fight. That's it. And I don't care who wins. I'd just be interested in the fight. You know how much money they'd make on that fight between those two guys?
Oh yeah.
Tom Aspinall. He's huh?
A buttload of money.
Oh yeah. You never know. John Jones might do it, and then say, "All right, listen, I'll fight one more time, and then I'll retire." And then whatever. Retire as champion.
He'll demand a huge payday.
No problem. That's fine. He should get a good payday.
Yeah.
It's like an event when he fights. It's like, he's got a lot of fans. I'm one of them.
Yeah, me too. Bones Jones, baby.
Jesus. Let's see. See if I get the standings up here. All right. So currently, the Yankees have a 2-game lead over the Rays, and it's about to be 2.5 once that Detroit game goes final. The Rays have picked up 4 games on the Yankees in the last 10 days as they've gone 7-3 to the Yankees 3-7. You guys got more to worry about. Like right now, the Chicago Cubs are ahead of you by 2 percentage points as well.
That's because one of their games got rained out against Milwaukee. It's not going to be played until August.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm looking at the overall. Tigers are 48-30, 615 winning percentage. Cubs are 605, Dodgers are 603. The Yankees are at 484.
Mets are what, 602?
Mets are at 597, tied with the Phillies. Phillies picked up 5 games on the Mets in the last 10 days.
Blame that on the gambling habit.
Rockies had 17 wins. Wow.
GPM.
Red Sox have been hot, 8-2 in their last 10. Arizona 7-3. Brewers 7-3. Tampa Bay, Houston 7-3. Phillies 8-2. Dodgers 7-3. Who's been the worst? Who do you think's been the worst team in the last 10 days?
The Royals.
Washington.
Washington is the second worst at 2-8. There's a team that went 1-9. Yep, Chicago White Sox 1-9 in their last 10. Who's got the best run differential in baseball?
Dodgers. Yankees.
Both of you said Dodgers.
I said Yankees on the second time around.
Yankees is the answer.
Nice. I think the Dodgers have the most
run
scored overall.
differential. That's a no contest. Colorado.
Yeah, by 80 runs.
The Dodgers have the most overall runs.
The Dodgers have the most runs overall by 18.
Nice.
Who has the lowest runs allowed total? Would be a shocker for you.
Wow. What do you think, Addy?
Who's allowed the fewest runs, Addy, so far this year?
Here's the crazy thing. They've allowed the fewest runs, but they're below 500.
The Cardinals.
Nope.
The A's.
Cardinals are 7 games over 500.
A's, no. They're actually second worst in this
How
department.
about this? Recent World Series champion. Recent.
The Rangers?
Yep.
Bingo.
2 games under 500, but the least amount of runs against them.
F. Corey Seager.
And then the Mets are number 2 at 279.
Can't have everybody, Addy.
Then the Mets are number 2 at 279 in that department.
Imagine you still had Seager and like Trey Turner on the team with all the other additions. They'd like never lose. You'd have 5 losses on the season if you're lucky.
Nah, I hated when Trey Turner left, but Seager hurt the most.
Yeah, I'm surprised he wanted to leave.
I'm surprised with this ragtag of a team that he had in 23 that they won the World Series.
Yeah.
So you got Game 7 tonight, 8 o'clock on ABC, Oklahoma City and Indiana in Oklahoma City. Who wins the game?
I'm going to say Indy, shockingly enough.
Wow. Okay. Addy?
OKC by 12.
By 12. I hope so. Kevin Durant found out about the trade while he was on a panel.
Yeah.
The
Isn't
Stars
Halliburton? Halliburton's still banged up, isn't he?
Yes.
They got to go out into the net. Give it to Shea. Switch over to Hallie. Try to get him in foul trouble.
He did it.
So when he's in the game, he's trying to do too much. But
Kevin Durant found out he got traded, Addy, while he was on a panel being interviewed.
I'm going to hop off.
Yeah, I'm about to. Well, hold on, I'm about to end it. Uncle DJ says, "Hey, back in for a moment. Yankees win. The Yankees win. Game 7 tonight. Doing the game tomorrow. Give us a salute because you're muted. Give us a salute because you're muted. Am I muted? Can you guys hear me?
No. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, I'm not muted, DJ. Yeah, I think the game tomorrow is like 7:10, somewhere around there. Just stay tuned. You should get a notification tomorrow. I mean, I could check for you, but all right, DJ, just for you, I'll check.
Maybe he has you muted, and doing the salute means yes, you're doing the game tomorrow.
Oh, he says I'm muted.
No, maybe he has you muted, like he has the TV muted or whatever. And he wants you to say yes by giving us.
Oh, good. See, Addy, you're smart. Yes. I can't do the figures like 7. Wait. 7-10 tomorrow. In Cincinnati, Yankees going with a rookie that they just brought up, Alan Winans versus Nick Lodolo.
Alan Winans.
Alan Winans. Not related to the Winans family. Like CeCe Winans, the singers, not the Wayans. I mean the Winans. So Alan Winans gets the call. Might be his first start. Like, I don't know anything about him, to tell you the truth. That game is at 7:10 tomorrow in Cincinnati. I think the Yankees are going to have a fun time hitting at the Great American Ballpark. 7 p.m. 7:10. 7:10. Let's do this for DJ. There you go, DJ. 7:10 p.m. 7:10 tomorrow, DJ. All right, that'll do it.
7:10.
A little family time in, have some lunch, and have family. Oh, check this story out before you leave. So they went out to breakfast, right?
Yeah.
And they got seated, and they got seated in a section that was closed. But they got seated there by the staff. So a waitress didn't come for like 15 minutes. And then another waitress like kind of walked past them and they're like, hey, what's going on? They're like, oh, this section's closed. And they were like, well, do you do a section? That's someone that they gave. The waitress gave them an attitude. And they're like, well, can you send someone over to our new table? And she was like, no. So they were like, goodbye. They got up and left. Because they were like, you know how food service people are, like for whatever reason, you need a booger in your eggs. Me? So, yeah, which was a good call. I would have left too. If waitress gives me an attitude for no problem. When you're sitting there for 15 minutes and they put you in the wrong section, like whatever was going on, they weren't going to stick around to find out. So they went to a different restaurant. So I have a breakfast burrito waiting for me.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty cool.
The big thing.
You know what I just realized, Eddie? I don't think I finished GTA 5 story mode.
Should.
I feel like I didn't because I heard something's happened. I'm like, wait, what? So
There's 3 endings.
Are you? Is that co-op?
No, it's not solo. But there is an online mode that I play.
I mean, I wasn't very good. I was okay in the solo mode, the campaign mode. I was pretty good. But if I went back and tried to re-download it, because I should have access to it since I've owned it before. But you know what? It might have. I don't remember if it was a disc or a downloadable. That's why I download all the games now. I don't buy discs anymore. Number one reason.
PlayStation Play thing that they have where you can stream a game.
Stream a game?
Yeah. I think they have that.
Well, I got the PlayStation Network for a month. So what happened was one time I have a game in my PlayStation 4. Is it the 4? I think it's the 4. And the disc got caught, wouldn't pop. I couldn't get it out. So I think a spring broke. And I took it to like Geek Squad and they were like, I was like, can you open it up? They're like, yeah, but if you open it up, it might never work again. I was like, because I was gonna do it myself, just like unscrew shit. And, I was like, can you replace the spring if that's what it is? I don't know. I still don't know what's wrong with it. So I ended up getting a PlayStation 5 anyway. But I couldn't play any disc games on the 4 anymore. So I was like, I'm just gonna start downloading them. Because now the only problem is you can only have like 3 games downloaded at a time. Unless like you get some adapter.
Yeah, hard drive.
Yeah.
An external hard drive.
Yeah. which I don't know anything about. That's too technological for me. But so I was like trying to think. I was like, I don't know if I ever finished it, but you know what I was doing for money? Did you ever do the stocks?
Yeah, here and there. Yeah, in the game.
Yeah. So I did the stocks. I mean, when I was playing it in the campaign mode, and what I learned was I started looking online, and people had like, I don't want to say an algorithm, but people had like a way to like tell what was going to hit. So then you put a whole bunch of money on one thing, and then X amount of time later you check it and it went up, and then they tell you to sell then, like buy a lot of this, and then on this day sell it. And for whatever reason, they were just making like billions, and I was like,
yeah. Some of the stories that you do in the game affect the stock markets too.
Right, affect the stock market, right? That's what they were telling me too. They were, well, they weren't telling me. It was like I read it. They were like, don't do anything until like buy this stock, then do it, or then sell it, and then go hit this place, and then rebuy it, shit like that. I was like, damn, they could do a lot. I think there was a code where I was putting in where I had like a helicopter just appear and a motorcycle appear and weapons appear. I was like, that was great. But damn, I kind of want to finish that game. I just don't know where I left off. But what I was going to say is if I went back in and tried to play the campaign mode, would I have guys like you running around killing me for no reason?
No, that's campaign is offline.
Okay. Okay, because I don't remember if I had like people just running around, like other players, like stopping me from what I was doing. That would suck.
Online, hell yeah, that'll happen. Can guarantee that.
Yeah. I wish I was good at that game.
It's fun. You get random people flying around, those oppressors trying to shoot rockets at people for nothing. Just
I saw somebody posted something on I saw it yesterday. Somebody posted, how many cars can you stop a train? So they lined up like 150 cars on the tracks in a row.
Yeah.
And then like 2 or 3 buses at the tunnel entrance, and the train just went right, just knocked them all.
Yeah,
even in the tunnel, cars are flying through the tunnel, and it wouldn't stop the train. Then they did the same thing with tanks.
Oh, damn.
And it couldn't stop the train either.
Jeez. Unstoppable force.
Yeah, you can't stop the train. No matter what you do, you can't stop the train. Somebody was even hitting it with like rocket launchers. It went on fire. Part of it went on fire, but it was still going.
You gotta get in it to stop it.
Yeah, and then someone showed the driver. A guy's just sitting there driving the train, like no worries in the world.
Chilling.
Like not reacting to what's going on. Pretty funny.
Smart on his face.
Maybe I'll do that at some point. But do we have a release date for 6?
No, it's pushed it back recently to 2026.
Okay. Well, when that day comes, like, hopefully we can cross platform and you could like carry me and walk me through everything.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure you're good at that game, right? Because you're good at Fortnite.
Yeah, I like it. It's more about what you have access to in the game itself.
The GTA?
Yeah.
I just thought the firing mechanism was bad. Like I like the Call of Duty where you could like look down the sights and aim. That the visual on that one never really appealed to me. I wasn't good at it. Ratcliffe in the house. What's up, dude? Hey, dudes.
Third person. You don't like third person shooting games?
No, I like first person. I'm just not accurate in third person. That's the problem. Did you show me in drag? Yes, I did. I shared This one. My girlfriend was in the chat. Super hot girlfriend was in the chat. And I asked her, how is your duck face compared to hers? Because she has a fantastic duck face. So this is the Ratcliffe duck face. And she said, it's okay. So, I mean, that's coming from super hot girlfriend. That's kind of a compliment. You know what I mean? If my super hot girlfriend says that's an okay duck face, it's like the seal of approval. How does that come up? Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna wrap it up. Addy, always good when you hang out. Mets,
Yeah.
No.
Later.
Okay. Mets, you want to take us out? Oh, there's super hot girlfriend. Mine is better, but hey, it's okay.
Like, comment, share, and subscribe to all the content creators. Work done for this Jet stream. Goodbye. Good night. Bang.
What he said. Have a good one. See you tomorrow, 7:10. Be there or be square. Take care. Comb your hair. Super hot girlfriend will be joining us tomorrow. Peace.
Girls with their nails done.